on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas. Brought to you by Borderlands Comics and Games.
You're on the air.
Welcome into the Upstate Pulse. My name is Lonzo. It is a beautiful, a little bit brisk Saturday night, but not as cold as it has been. It was supposed to rain all day. It did not, at least around here. Started off raining some this morning and just a little bit of sprinkles, but not bad. There's snow everywhere else. So be glad that we're not snowed in like some other people are. We are looking forward to having an excellent show because that's what we do here on the Upstate Pulse. What we don't do is talk about politics. You get plenty of that during the week with our award-winning programming, including Tara in the morning, and then you got Mike Gallagher, and then you got Bill Frady, and then you got Charlie. And they take care of all that stuff, so you don't have to do it on the weekend. There are some people who get angry when they hear us because they want to hear more politics. And I would say just go to TikTok. That's what I would say. We're going to talk about that in a minute. We would like to thank you all for taking us wherever you're going, or if you're coming back from where you've been, or if you're going thither or hither. Sometimes hither and then thither. And once you get to thither, then you got to decide, do I want to go yawn, or is this it? Is this the end of the evening? I've made it to thither. Thither's a long ways to go on a Saturday night. When you get to thither, it's like, okay, but sometimes when you get to thither, you get that little extra. You get that second wind, third wind, fifth wind, wherever you are.
Yeah.
You get some more wind. And then you're like, you know what? I'm going yawn. I'm definitely going yawn. So you head on yawn. And then when you're on your way back from yawn, or maybe you're staying there, depending on how good the evening's going, make sure that you stay tuned to the Upstate Pulse, because not only are we live on 98.9 WRD, we are live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Twitch. And you can get us there at 98.9 WRD or the Upstate Pulse. We also, and we encourage you to do this, text us at 800-905-0989. And we will attempt to read your texts on the air.
Listen, just because I'm a dyslexic doesn't mean that attempting is hard. It's just difficult.
He's not making fun of dyslexics.
No,
apparently.
I am
really,
actually
really
dyslexic.
is.
Yeah.
By the way, but he can say his own name. Odie is here with us, or I can say his name.
See what I did there tonight? I switched it up a little bit. Yeah, I'm giving you the stink eye, boy. Tell you what.
Okay.
Who dog you?
First of all,
Yeah.
what the heck is a stink eye? Okay, no, I know what it is, but the first person who said that's stink eye, did the eye stink? Did it smell it?
I think it was a stinky eyeball.
It was a stinky eye. How does an eyeball be stinky?
Well, you can get chlamydia. I think chlamydia. No, not chlamydia. Consumption. You can get the consumption in the eyeball.
Consumption.
Yeah.
That's when you eat something.
No, your eyeball is being consumed by bacteria.
Yeah, you can get the consumption.
But it's not called consumption, is it?
In Ireland, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He's went down with the consumption there.
Yeah.
No, you can't go down with it. You're down with the sickness.
Wow.
You're
Yeah.
not down with the consumption.
Yeah. Also joining us is Cameron.
Hello.
I like it.
No. How you guys doing today? We're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
All right. Matthew is at a gathering at his house. He's under the weather. So that's all I can say because of HIPAA and everything. I can't tell you exactly what's wrong with him other than that he doesn't feel well. So he is not there. Let's see. Texter says, Lonzo, I wanted to get this in first. If anyone is wishing for snow, you obviously don't have obligations. I'm taking care of an 89-year-old mom, regardless of the weather. Snow and ice sucks. We're not equipped for this crap, and it causes all kinds of problems. You're right. And I can tell you, coming from somewhere where they are equipped for that crap, it still sucks. And I'm glad I'm here where I don't have to deal with it that much. Luckily, Snowmageddon 2025 was not a thing. Although I've heard tell that there might be some of that there snow coming next week. That's what I heard tell.
Yeah, Wednesday we're supposed to get snowy.
Yeah, so Odie, as we went to our pregame meal, or on the way back rather, mentioned it, and I'm like, okay, which weather guy said that? Because
the weather guy.
Because some people are a little more accurate than others.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
Wait, the weather guy?
The weather guy.
No, the weather guy.
Weather.
There's an H in there.
There's a D in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so,
The weather guy.
The weather guy is the guy who stood out in the rain. And
Gotcha.
and one guy was like under an awning. He still
So there
got
was a
wet,
dry guy,
but he
and then
didn't.
there was a wetter
No.
guy.
He's wet, but he didn't get as wet as the other guy. The other guy got
okay.
wetter. You can only be wetter if someone else is wet.
Did you
No.
measure the moisture content of his clothing? Is that
He
how you
got
figured that
he
out?
got very moist. I will say that.
All right, that's not necessary.
What? His
But-
clothes were moist from the rain.
Okay, that's a little
You
more
know.
specific. On today's show, we're going to talk about the TikTok ban. We're going to talk about Goonies and Gremlins. You may be saying, why would we talk about that? But why wouldn't we? Dragon Ball Daima, the English dub just dropped. Cameron and I will be talking about that. The final episode of Skeleton Crew also dropped. We're going to be talking about the series overall. We have a oops that Odie's going to be able to help us with.
I like to sniff.
Yeah, we have sports. We're going to talk a little bit of wrestling. We were going to do something for Nerf Wall, but because Matthew's not here, we're not going to do that. We also have some video games and Nerd Roundtable and a bunch of stuff like that. But before we get to that, let's talk a little bit about our sponsor, because we love our sponsor, Borderlands Comics and Games. We love the Exalted Rob Young, and he is also over South Carolina Comic-Con, and they just announced a couple more guests that are really big, including Vincent D'Onofrio. And if you don't know who Vincent D'Onofrio is, he's the guy who said, "You want me to put my hands on my head like this?" He's that guy.
As well as Vanessa.
Yeah, he was the first time I remember seeing him in a movie was the original Men in Black. He was Edgar.
Egger. He
Yeah.
had an Egger suit.
He was walking around with an Egger suit. Get your big fat butt in there and make me supper, or whatever he said to her. And she makes really bad lemonade. So he was in that. He was in
sugar water.
It was in one of those TV shows, NCIS, not NCIS, one of the CSIs, I think. Yeah. And was in that for a long time. And of course, was in the original Netflix series for Daredevil, which we're going to be talking about a little bit later. And it's good that Vincent D'Onofrio is actually going to be at South Carolina Comic-Con. That excites me. Also, just announced Priscilla Presley. And it's weird that she's doing cons. And I'm still looking forward to possibly meeting Priscilla Presley. Also, Vicki Lawrence. Vicki Lawrence probably excites me more than anybody else. And there's a big list. We're going to talk about a couple more of the guests that's coming to South Carolina Comic-Con. If we could interview anybody out of these, let me go ahead and say this, tell you the rest of those. I'm curious about the people in the room and the people on stream and the people texting. Who would you like to hear us interview? Because you never know. All right, here are just some of the guests so far. Dean Cain, who was Superman.
Is he going to bring Lois if we interview him?
No. Kane Hodder, who was Jason Voorhees. You know who Jason Voorhees is?
Yeah,
I don't know if they had Jason in Ireland. John Delancey, who was Q from Star Trek Next Generation.
That's who I want.
Jonathan Frakes, who was number one.
We'll get the two of them together. And Jonathan Frakes can do the number one sit, where he goes across the back of the chair.
Can he do that?
Yes,
in
he
these
can.
chairs?
Yes, he can.
They're too high though.
It's number one.
Yeah.
It's Riker. Riker can do anything.
Riker
I know,
can
but
do anything,
on lower chairs, sure, but he's going to hurt himself.
Riker can do it on the tallest chair in the planet.
Oh,
And like we
tallest
said,
chair.
Yes.
Priscilla Presley and Vincent D'Onofrio. I'd love to talk to D'Onofrio, but I'd love to talk to Vicki Lawrence. And there's some people who don't know who Vicki Lawrence is. So you'd have to be a little bit older to know who she is.
Hey, Lonzo.
She's the singer of the song "That's the Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia." She also started out on Carol Burnett, and she was on the Carol Burnett show for, I think, its entire run. And then she had a show called Mama's Family, where she was Mama. And did you ever watch any of those shows?
Nope. They didn't cross. A lot of things didn't cross the pond.
Carol Burnett show never crossed the pond.
Never crossed the pond. Never got.
That's one of those things that's hurt. It hurts my heart
Never got to the
to
island.
think that you never saw Tim Conway and Harvey Korman and Carol Burnett and Vicki Lawrence and Lyle Wagner.
No.
Yeah, that was the other guy. All those guys. And yeah, I can remember all those guys. I can't remember some of the people I went to school with's names, but I remember them because that was appointment viewing for us in the house.
Yeah.
We really loved that. So I would love to talk to Vicki Lawrence. Here's the thing. So every year we put into we tell Rob who we would like to interview, and a lot of things get in the way and we're unable to do it. And one of those things usually is they're pretty busy on Saturday nights because if you're doing Comic-Con, you're probably doing other Comic-Cons. But if we can interview someone during the week, we will do that. So who would you like to hear us interview out of those guests? It's
I think Priscilla, because I mean it'd be cool to shake the hand that shook Elvis's hand.
I'd
stop it.
What?
Because you're thinking something else.
No, I'm thinking the whole Frank Sinatra thing. You remember the whole thing like this hand shook the hand of Frank Sinatra?
No, I don't.
That's not okay.
I'd like to see John Delancey, Jonathan Frakes, or D'Onofrio. Those are my picks.
He was Private Pyle as well in Full Metal Jacket.
Yep.
That's really good. I like that movie. It's dark. It's dangerous.
This is my rifle. This is my gun.
This is for fighting, and this is for, what's coming up next?
This is for fun. That's what he said.
Yep.
Just quoting a movie.
Okay.
Doesn't mean. Let's see. Scott on stream says, "Evening, guys. This week, online sources reported that the catastrophic fires in LA may be accelerating the exodus of the entertainment industry from California. Last year, the film TV industry was at its lowest production level since the 90s. And now, back-to-back hits of COVID strikes, and now the fires, not just the film and TV, but animation and video games, may be looking to relocate with the already exorbitant cost of operating in the state, and combined with the possibility, and then it cuts off. Here's the thing. A lot of them probably will go to Georgia because a lot of stuff's in Atlanta already, including if you look at a lot of the Marvel stuff, especially the
Walking Dead.
The Disney stuff on the series. A lot of those are filmed in Atlanta. A lot of things are filmed in Atlanta.
They have the wee peach at the end of it.
They do.
When
they do. It's a small peach, in case you guys were wondering.
It's a wee peach.
Yes, it is. Texture says Vicki Lawrence is who they would love to hear us interview, and I don't know why I'm going. But I seem to be doing that a bunch.
Well,
okay.
I mean,
I don't know why. The crutch word of the day is
Better than I feel like.
You don't know. It's still pretty bad.
What about A?
Yeah, I don't know.
We go break?
I don't know.
Yeah, Seth.
All right. We are going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the TikTok ban. Keep it coming. Who do you think we should interview? And we will try our best to interview them. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
That was very weird that the music was coming through.
Wasn't there last time either.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're banned.
I don't think so, because other things were on there the next day and before.
No, last week's wasn't on.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Is just like, but there were other videos on there.
I don't know. What's wrong?
It says you are live on 98.9
Oh yeah,
WORD.
it's live.
He's in your brain pan, Oric.
No, I got to check also on the thing.
No, that's off of Dad's though. It's not showing that. Odie, it has you on there twice.
Cameron.
Yeah, there is two of me.
Weird.
Yeah, it's on there.
Pulse. There's two of everybody.
Oric, you've never been safe.
Yeah, last week I don't think it worked, but this week it's definitely working.
Okay.
There's two of everybody.
You're going to cause a feedback loop that maybe
I can't cause a feedback loop because there's like 8 minutes.
What's
in
an
the-
oop?
Huh?
You said feedback loop.
Loop.
I don't know what an
Oh
oop
no,
is.
not the
Is it an
feedback
alley
loop.
oop? Oop.
Oop. Oop. Upside the head. I said, oop, upside the head. Nobody is safe anymore.
I'm in everyone's head.
And if I'm not in your head,
Was
I'm
that him?
beside it.
No, it wasn't. No. Maybe it was him. I don't know. I hear his voice. It's everywhere, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Why are you in my head? You're welcome. Oh,
might be a good
they just
investment.
blocked the field goal.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
But Dad, they were. Look, baby, it's hot out here.
What? The Sam Hill's going on.
Robot chicken.
Is Sam Hill?
I don't know. He sounds British though.
No, because if he was British, it would be Samuel Hill.
Yeah. Not Hillock.
Hillock.
Not Hillock.
No, Hillock.
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 Who's the European?
You are?
Yeah. So I know the difference between a hillock.
Why are you?
And a
Are you
hillock.
now Icelandic? Yeah.
He is being very
If it
Icelandic
was
today.
if it was Icelandic, it'd be son or daughter. It'd be hill son or hill daughter.
What?
If we were living in
Why are you talking
Iceland,
about hill daughters?
I tell you, because
Can you actually call something a hill daughter? I've never
Yeah.
heard of that before.
Hey, you and your hill daughters.
can I say your daughter's
Is
name?
that like a
Can I
hillbilly?
say your daughter's name on this? Do you mind?
Why
What, Raven?
specifically?
Yeah. So if we were in Iceland, Raven's full name would be Raven Lonzo's daughter, and that fellow over there would be Cameron Lonzoson.
Yeah. Okay. That's how it was here too, forever.
No, well,
That's how it was back in the
Listen.
days, back when you had apprentices and stuff.
Richardson.
Just stop living in the past, man. Okay.
Exactly. What century is this?
I don't
I'm
know.
not sure you know.
The naughties.
Wow. That's embarrassing. That's, I mean, that's,
Did you
that's
miss from
he
there?
missed from there.
He
Yes, he
missed
did.
from there. That wasn't even a one pointer. Gunter!
I love hearing the rejoin of Gunter when we're coming back. Welcome back to the Upstate Pulse. Alonzo and Odie and Cameron here. Matthew under the weather today.
Matthew's here in
he's not
spirit,
here.
okay?
He's always here.
His spirit.
Yes, he is. No, because he's still alive. Don't make it sound like that.
He could be having an out of body experience.
I hope not.
Okay.
I hope he's all right. All right. Texter says, don't leave out Asheville in your listening audience for movie locations, because we actually go to Asheville, as the Biltmore House has had several major and minor roles in movies, such as majority being featured in the 1994 live action Richie Rich movie.
Oh, that was Macaulay Culkin.
It was Macaulay Culkin.
Mm.
Yes, it was. He definitely was in that movie. All right. I, as an old,
Huh?
do not TikTok. Now I know that
Okay.
I Charlie James,
I do be.
older than me, TikToker.
Yeah.
I believe that Tara's a TikToker.
Yeah.
I think Bill Frady even a TikToker. I, not a TikToker,
Okay.
because China.
China.
Yes, that's because that's why it's like no. Here's the thing. TikTok is for people with short attention spans.
Listen, you think I've got a short? Oh, what was that?
Exactly, short attention spans, and I'm curious
Hmm.
because the ban goes into place tomorrow.
Tonight.
and
Tonight- midnight tonight.
Well, which would be tomorrow, dude.
Okay, fine.
Anyway, so
Sorry, my
the-
short
the
attention
ban-
span got the best of me.
the ban. So the ban goes into place tomorrow. Although we have heard on Fox and other places that President-elect Donald Trump is going to try to stay that so he can check everything out. They've been trying to sell it.
Hey,
My-
man, are you going to talk about TikTok? Sorry, the attention,
okay.
the attention
All
span
right.
together.
All right. All right. It was funny 5 minutes ago, but you forgot. So here's the thing. What are your kids going to do when they have no more ticking and talking?
Lemonade.
What are they going to do? This is not the first kind of popular thing to go away. Vines, which
Yep.
was kind of the same thing, right?
It was because it was Vines, and then they went to TikTok.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't think Vines ever took hold as
Oh
much
yeah,
as TikTok.
Vines was big time.
Oh yeah,
It definitely was.
Maybe here,
But-
not in
All
Europe.
right, Vines was really big, but the olds didn't do it. But the olds apparently seem to
Okay.
be TikToking.
Yeah.
They didn't Vine, but they TikTok.
It's chewing gum for the eyes.
So how long is a TikTok video? It's like a minute, right?
It can be up to anything up to 7 minutes or 8 minutes.
Right,
now. They
okay,
can make them, they
all
can
right.
make them really long, but they say in your algorithms that if your TikTok is longer than 45 seconds, people are not going to watch it. So you have to make your videos short because of the attention span. And they actually say that it has to be around 45 seconds.
So here's the reason why I've never TikToked. It's because I've got enough social media. I don't need another thing to worry about. We have Instagram. I never put anything on it. I have delegated people to do Instagram, and then they keep leaving the show.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're leaving because I delegated Instagram, but surefire way.
It's a curse.
If I want someone to leave the show, I will assign them the Upstate Pulse Instagram, and then they're gone.
Hey, Odie.
Yeah.
I'm not going to assign him
Which one, man?
Instagram because I don't want to go over there. So I'm not doing that.
I like my
I
buttons.
made no inference of the sort.
I have learned my lesson. I don't know why. Why that is.
Just this side here, Cameron, right there.
Welcome back, Chris. I've been watching the game whilst doing the show, as I've done for the last 25 years, because I can watch football and do a compelling, right? We're not really compelling. Compelling is like serious, right? You can't be. Can you be funny and be compelling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
When I think compelling,
Also, we've gotten serious before.
I
I
think-
think compelling.
I think drama. When I think
Drama?
drama. I
Do
think
you say
do you
that
not
for your
think-
mammoth?
I think drama.
Do you not say drama?
It's drama.
No. That's because you're a thespian and director. That's why you say drama.
Listen, I thought I wasn't thespian, and then all of a sudden,
Okay. You've gone really strange places tonight, but it is Saturday,
and it's
so
only- we're not even halfway.
yeah. So, do you have a
Hmm.
problem with TikTok being banned?
Not even slightly.
Are you a TikToker?
Yes,
Okay.
and I make content,
What kind of content do you put on TikTok?
funny stuff,
Like
and
what?
original stuff.
Well, why don't you do some of that here?
Good night, everybody.
I was about to do
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Waldorf or
Play the
Stetler.
music now, music.
Facebook, Instagram.
You hit the wrong button.
I hit
You
the
hit the wrong
wrong
button.
button.
That's all you.
No, him.
So should I let him
No, I can do
let him
that.
off because I did that to him. I did.
No.
Yeah, but you expected him to be professional enough to be able to
What?
take it.
Come on, it has nothing to do with that. That was mean spirited.
Nothing to do with professionalism.
That was
Bro, you just noobed. Noober. Big time noober.
Because no matter what, I should have looked at the cart before I pressed the button.
You should have. And I'll feel bad for the rest of the night. All right. At least like 10 minutes after the show's over. And then I'll be good.
Here, what really would have sold that is if you would have laughed like Waldorf and Statler.
I don't think I can.
I'm after fixing it again now, and it's back in. I have an out put back in. because-
Okay. Good for you. And I'm glad you was able to fix that. So Cameron, do you TikTok?
No,
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
I don't
It's
really
it's
do
your
social media.
generation. TikTok is your generation. It's a millennial thing.
How am I typical in any way?
You're typical in a lot of ways. So anyhow, you're a millennial. You're supposed to TikTok, right?
Supposedly, but I'm a rebel and I'm punk rock and such, so I don't do it.
Oh, there are punk rockers.
Punk rock.
I'm very punk rock.
Hey, he's more punk rock than you know. I mean,
Okay.
you haven't listened to the music that he listens to.
Okay.
So it's a more alternative, but
Yeah.
but still.
The
it's
thing is,
more
I make
the
him
rock
listen.
side of alternative.
Yeah, I make him listen to the music I listen to because I listen to it every night on Saturday before we go on the show.
Here's the problem: the
Mm.
music you listen to, he grew up on that. So
Yes.
it's nothing.
You're acting like it's new.
Yeah, I mean, you don't play anything Irish, which is weird.
It's mostly like 80s and 90s.
It's like you heard all that music and said, someday I'm going to get to play that on the radio.
And by the way, not knocking your musical choices.
When you were in Ireland
Yeah.
and you were on the radio, what music did you play? Was it a mix of American or was it all European?
7% Irish. Everything else could be from anywhere, from Europe and from America. And anywhere. We just had to play the IFC.
You had to play the Pogues?
We have to play a certain amount.
You're
We play the
you're
Pogues.
required to play the Pogues.
We are, and we're
No,
also,
that was it. No other Irish band, just the Pogues. As long as you
You
have
just want to
7%,
say Pogues.
7% Pogues, then you're good to go.
Look,
Yeah,
we have a
Wait,
quota.
this. That's just the echoing of Ireland right there.
He just wants to play that every week. I mean, it's good for him though. So I mean, yeah, but that's not the Pogues. So
That-
you haven't played your 7%.
Hold on now.
I gotta admit, I can't think of a Pogues song right now. Do you want to
yeah.
die? Is that from the Pogues?
We don't even. We don't have.
want to
Is that
die?
from like well,
I don't know. I
raccoon
can't
something?
remember.
I don't remember.
I can't remember. So TikTok is being banned. How are you going to console your children? Text line is 800-905-0989. How do you console a kid when they lose something that they've had for a while and they're really into it? I mean, I don't know.
You find
When,
something
when
new.
you get up and you go to your tick and you talk and it ain't there no more, what do you do?
Well, there's
Taking your talk.
YouTube Shorts, there's Facebook Reels, there's Instagram Reels. I think they use the same thing.
Well, look at you. You just got it all covered.
Look, I might not partake in things, but I know of things.
I know things.
So I just happen to know someone, so do you, who's very into TikTok. And
Yes.
I don't know what she's going to do with no TikTok. It's gonna be interesting.
Do you know the meme of like Pablo Escobar sitting or standing over the
Sitting on his swing set.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
looking over at the empty swimming pool? That for a little bit, and then she'll find something.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we are going to talk about Goonies and Gremlins. What in the
What was
world are you
that?
doing, man? He's playing some pokes. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on Tuesday Talk on Tuesday Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas. Tuesday Talk.
What in the Chicago Bears are you talking about over there?
You know that's going out over the air, right?
Gotta hear you.
Huh? It is going out over the air.
Huh?
That's going out over the air.
Yeah. It's not going out on the.
But it's going on the
Going out over
videos.
the air currently.
Yeah.
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 So it should not go out on the videos
It's
because we'll
not.
get it. You know when it is?
We get flagged.
No, the mics pick it up.
All right. But we were talking. You were talking.
Yeah,
over
but
it,
you
so I
had to
didn't
turn
pick
it up really loud.
Well,
I'm sure they'll be fine. Or
By the way, it can't be on even in the room whilst doing stuff.
is it whilst or whilst? Or does it matter about context?
I think where it falls in the sentence might have something to do with it.
Did y'all hear that on the thing?
Put it closer to your ear. By the way, doesn't matter if we hear it.
Why not?
Do the regulators mount up if they hear it?
If it's picked up by the algorithm, then
If I can be talking about, a certain brand of shoe and then suddenly it pops up on my feed, the fact that the Pogues were being played by you.
Oh, but he's
is gonna
dead.
Show
So
up.
it's all good.
No, it's not.
This.
Elvis is dead too, but play
Elvis is
something by
not
Elvis.
dead. Elvis is not dead.
not really much Viper Dave. It's just a similar content. I'm sure there's some nuances to it, but it's basically the same thing.
The thing I hate about TikTok is that 99% of it is exactly the same as what everybody else is doing. There's no brand new content on it apart from the likes of me and a few other people. Everybody else, they're just
Right, because it's
lip syncing.
It's Chinese propaganda, and it's
Yeah.
put out there to. There's underneath stuff. There's like
Yeah.
brainwaves and stuff, bro. And it's like it's like getting in their head, and like people can't go. Like maybe they were going to further their education, and then suddenly they're like, no longer will I conform. I will do other stuff that's unproductive, and so then the decline of America.
That's
Yeah.
what he said.
I'm sorry, bro.
Well, alrighty then.
My face actually hurts now a little bit.
What in the world did you just do?
I don't know, but I did it to camera while you were doing that whole speech about the bra.
I never said bra once. I said bro.
Bra.
There's a difference.
Bra's from California.
Bra is for girls, man.
Well, no.
Girls wear bras. Braziers, if
So
you want
do
to call
so
them
do
that.
cars.
What?
You never seen a bra in a car? It's a front thing.
Oh,
on
yeah.
yeah. What?
No, his
It's a-
what? His
it's a
what
car
always
bra.
gets me.
Car bra.
Car
Hey, bra, that car is a bra, bra.
Hey man, your car bra is like covering up one of your eyes. What?
Headlights, we'd call them. I met my love by the gasworks wall. Dreamed a dream. Is it still playing? I don't know. No, it's not. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay.
What?
a text that I will be reading on the air. Do not read out loud because then they'll have to hear it twice.
Not reading it at all. That one word, 4 words in, 5 words in, I'm like, ugh. I'm not afraid of them.
Dude, I know you. You'd be into that.
Maybe I am, maybe not.
Yeah,
maybe I'm
so
giving it the
don't even
double
act
bluff.
like.
Maybe it's the double bluff.
Ah, okay. I don't want okay. That sort of thing. All right.
Playing hard to get.
You're gonna put it what?
Stop it.
I met my love.
Welcome back to the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo here along with Cameron and Odie, nerding out on Saturday night like we usually do, like we've been doing for a decade here, or at least I have, and others have been here for a while too, including a lot of listeners have been here from the beginning, and I want to thank you all for being here. If you want to be a part of the show, you can't call in. Hopefully it's busied. Now it is because you're drunk, and I don't want to talk to no drunk people. I do that enough when I was a designated driver back in the younger years.
Hey, man, you need to go left up here, okay? Turn right, okay?
That's a pond.
Yeah, that's not.
We turn left. It's a
yeah. Before Uber, there was people like me who don't drink. I mean,
before Uber, there were the sober.
And hopefully now with Uber, the Uber people are not. I mean, I'm sure, and then Lyft and whatever. The text line is 800-905-0989. We are also live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch at either 98.9 WRD or the Upstate Pulse. Let us go to text first. Texter says Macaulay Culkin was in Party Monster. I don't think I've seen Party Monster. Saw it. Sounds like something we'll have to check out though. I'm sure it's a quality film. Texter says so many cosplayers and furries are on TikTok. So my cosplayer and fursuiting friend who I go to North Carolina anime cons with and act as a handler for has made an account on the even more embedded with China app Red Note. So that's where they might go. Yeah. Red Note doesn't sound bad at all, does it?
But
there's nothing in there that would make you think that it has anything to do with China.
Oh yeah, no, Red. No,
Red
Note.
Yeah, so you don't play. You just did it. That was
the bit.
We're doing the subtlety
that was the thing. Yeah, we're just doing the. Yeah,
this Party Monster movie looks really good.
Okay.
Seth Green is in it.
Well, again, that doesn't. Let's go to stream.
Oh yeah, with the furries and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's on her algorithm, or that guy or that texter's algorithm, because I mean, furries have never shown up on my TikTok. It's cars and girls. That's it.
Okay.
It shows you what you want to see.
These haunted droids are looking for.
Okay.
It's like that cave. Luke Skywalker.
Well, that's the algorithm for any social media.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like that for X or for Facebook or whatever you're on.
It is.
It's gonna if you linger too long on something, you're gonna get like 10,000 of those.
Yep. X gonna give it to you.
So my X feed is nothing but nerd stuff and sports. Yay, with some politics thrown in there. Got to admit, politics are also thrown in there. But
politics.
Let's see. Let's go to the stream. Viper today, Dave says maybe I'm old. What's the difference in context between TikTok and Insta Facebook Reels? Is they're all the same?
No, because Insta and Facebook Reels are more original content. There's a lot more original content on the Reels than there is on TikTok.
So you're saying that TikTok is, hey, look, I did this. Everyone else tried to do this too. Okay, all right, all right. Chris says, so Lonzo, what's your prediction for the championship game? We don't talk sports here, but I will say Baltimore is going to beat Buffalo tomorrow.
Roll Tide.
Yes. Yeah, you go ahead and do that. Oh, unless you're talking about the championship game Monday night, go Buckeyes. OH. I mean, there we go.
Do I say IO?
No, you don't have to. It was for them to say.
I thought so, but I wanted to double check.
All right. So it just came out there's going to be a new Goonies movie and a new Gremlins movie. The Goonies movie, some of the guys on it, including Corey, not Corey Haim, he did.
Corey Feldman.
No, Feldman, yes. Corey Feldman and Martha Plimpton both said it's not happening, but other people are saying it is happening. A new Goonies and a new Gremlins. I will say, after watching Skeleton Crew, I'm kind of okay with maybe a new Goonies with a whole new cast. Maybe Samwise is just, he's old now, and maybe it's one of his kids or something like that. I know we've had some things like that, like Bill and Ted, where it didn't work so well, but there's something like this. It could be. Do the Goondocks still exist?
They do.
Things like that.
But here's the thing: the Corey Feldman said no. What is he? Is he?
No, he said that there is no Goonies 2 being written.
Oh, okay.
That Spielberg's not involved. All this guy. Here's the thing: actors lie.
Actors lie.
And you know what? At he said that, maybe he was just acting.
No,
I don't know.
I think he's relying on his fantastic music career.
He's not bad. I mean, at least he's
trying. He is trying.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably sold more records than we have.
He's definitely sold more records than I have.
Yes. The next Gremlins, though, I'm okay with that. But is Gizmo still alive? Now, what they're saying
how long
is,
did Mogwai live?
I don't know. I do not know.
Well, it just so happens that you have a person who knows all about Mogwai.
We know a little bit more about the new
Yes, I do.
Gremlins movie, as it's been in the works for quite some time, from Harry Potter director Chris Columbus. The new movie is meant to be a proper third installment rather than a reboot, and they're aggressively working on it. So I wonder, will Phoebe Cates be back? Will Zach? It's not Zach Gallagher. It's Zach. I think it is Zach Gallagher. It's Zach Gal something. So was also in the first two. Gremlins 3 would be, yeah, you're right. Gremlins 3. Sorry, Mark. Gremlins 3, because Gremlins 2 was the Christmas movie, which was really good too. So
no, Gremlins 1 was a Christmas movie.
Gremlins 2.
Gremlins 2
was in New York.
In New York.
Yes, you're right. Gremlins 2 was in New York.
And it took place in the Crunch building. Was it the Crunch building?
I forget the name of the building. All I know is I remember them singing New York, New York, and it was amazing. And then there was the female Gremlin, and the one guy was like, okay. It was very interesting. I would love to see a Gremlins 3. But the thing is, would they make it in the same way as they made the first two, which was kind of comedy horror? But I think it leaned more on the comedy side. If you make
it's
it more
only horror if you think about it a little too much.
Well, I don't know.
How many people died?
A lot of people died in both of those movies.
Yeah, but you never really see them properly die.
Oh yeah, you see one lady who got launched off the chair thing. She went. She was, Flo from Alice. She got totally.
She survived.
The deaths were implied.
Do you know that they were going to actually kill the dog? You remember the dog was hung up in Gremlins 1. The dog was hung up by the lights, and they were going to kill him, but the audience walked out on the
that's a little too much.
The pre-screening. They were like, they don't care that anybody else got killed. Just don't kill the dog, okay?
It's one of the
we care more about dogs than people. So
yeah, of course we do.
Well, some people do.
When I get my hand on Dog Welder,
one of the first times I remember seeing a creature killed by blender, which was awesome.
Green smoothie. Nice.
It's like a smaller wood chipper. It's very effective.
And Mr. Futterman, I believe was his name, who believed in aliens.
Yeah,
and then
he's going to go WWII.
Yeah. And then they going after them. And the mom was vicious. Moms are always vicious.
She got the
she
electric.
Was tearing them.
Wasn't it the electric?
She was tearing them all up.
Carving knife. She used an electric carving knife.
Yeah,
that's one way to kill a gremlin.
She was taking them
Didn't
out.
one get stuck in a microwave?
Yeah.
Well, I think one put one in a microwave and turned it on.
Oh yeah.
She put them in the microwave.
Did she?
And turned them on.
Yeah, it's been. I mean, that was what, in like 87 or
1984.
something like that. I think it was later than that. But
84
anyway.
was first one. 86 or 87. I think you'd be right with 87 for the second one.
Those were really good movies. I don't have a problem with there being a third one, but
it needs to be done right and no CGI.
I would rather it be. Well, they say that they would do puppets and not
good.
And the advance in puppets
is
since
fantastic.
then, So I would love to see that. But what it makes me think, I feel nostalgic because of it. And there are certain movies that are untouchable that they should not remake. Like Point Break should never have been remade.
Was that remade?
Yes.
Okay.
And it was not good.
Okay.
That was perfect. the first time around.
Not my first wave, sir.
Hey,
Tube.
sometimes.
Caught my first
Tube.
tube today, sir. Yeah, I mean, there are some perfect movies out there that do not need to be remade. And then there are other ones with continuations. I wouldn't have a problem. I think this generation would enjoy another Gremlins movie.
This generation probably hasn't seen Gremlins movie.
See, I don't know. I don't know. You know, I shared it with my kids. I'm sure some other people will share it with theirs
Eventually,
also.
when my boy gets a bit older, I will show it to him. So yeah, same with Jaws. Jaws didn't need to be remade.
I never showed them Jaws, man. That's going too far.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water.
This is why you don't wander away from me in the ocean.
Dun,
That's why I don't really like going in the ocean too much.
dun, dun.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break.
So I say, anybody else hear that music, or is it just
Yeah.
me?
Yeah, I heard it. Since we're in the water already, let's
Why?
do Oops when we come back. Listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of Carolina. That one commercial's on where that lady keeps trying to wash her hands and worse than everybody else. That happens to me all the time. I don't get that.
I watched it happen too.
Yeah. Why? But why? I mean, am I translucent? Does the eye or whatever, the thing that reads it, that lets them know that human hands or something's in?
You're so subtle with your movements.
That could be it, but I don't think so.
You don't pick up on motion sensors. Also, I agree, Chris. The Dune remake was really good. But
Oh, I
with
fell
that,
asleep watching them.
Huh?
I
You
couldn't
fall
watch-
asleep watching
you're
everything,
old.
dude.
You fall asleep on everything.
I don't know that it's old. I think these are things that doesn't interest him as much as it does others.
No,
Which is
I mean,
fine.
it started off really good, and then all of a sudden,
We're going to be talking about that in a little bit, Dave. Yeah, you just told us about another show that you fell asleep to. I mean, what time are you watching these movies?
10 o'clock,
That's your problem. Why are you watching them so late?
because I'm doing stuff until then.
Okay.
I mean, I'd be there for quite a while.
Well, it's different. Like tonight, you go home, you can watch something. You probably won't fall asleep.
I go home.
You probably won't fall asleep.
No,
I don't have any suggestions for you to watch, but
young man. There's no need to be down. I said, young
can
man.
you sing YMCA without moving your head?
No.
Okay. I was good.
Have
Watch
to
to
do.
see if he. Okay. United
It's
the
fun to
Roxbury.
stay in the YMCA. No, I can't do it.
Chris, I'm a little bit behind on my comics because, to be honest, I haven't been able to walk real well in the last 3 weeks. I got gel in my knee, and it had like the opposite effect. So I've been going home and icing and taking stuff as soon as I.
Well, see, that's your 1st
I'm
problem. is
also-
you're putting icing on your knee.
I'm also babysitting every day. I just haven't had time to get to the store lately, so I've got some things piling up in my box. But I am going Monday to clear that out and get my stuff.
I can't read, Chris. So, sorry, man.
I got
Oh.
behind on several things, and instead of sending an email or text or saying, "Hey, would you put this in my box?" I'm just like, "Yeah, if I can't make it, it's on me. It's my fault." I got to stop with that attitude.
You gotta quit that attitude, man.
That's what those pull boxes are for people who get in a place where they can't be there when they come out. And they do a great job with that. If you're on, they will put your stuff in there and it'll be there waiting for you. So I've got a couple night wings waiting on me and some other stuff.
Do you like jazz?
That's TikTok. That's what TikTok does. That song is in about 1 million different videos.
Yeah, my theme song
Is that your theme song?
was in high school.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want it to be, but it was
Putting on the Ritz. So, like, if you pull up the
because my
song-
last name's Reitzel, and
putting on the Ritz
they would make fun of me
video,
calling
that's-
Ritzel. They would call me Ritzel.
That's the song, right? So that's all the videos
Okay.
that do the exact
right.
same thing.
All right.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I get to work. I work for 8 hours. I go home and babysit, and I get done with that, and it's like read or play a video game. And I've been just playing video games lately. Because if I start reading, I'll fall asleep too quick. But then I'll wake up at 1 a.m. going, "Oh no, I got to get up in 3 hours." But I'm going to get tires Monday. Unfortunately, I'm taking a book with me to read while I wait.
And we were talking about tires, and I realized how much my tires are on my car. I'm crying. I'm crying.
It's amazing the smart car that I drive. How, I mean, you would think little tires would, not cost that much, but they do.
They do.
Well, if you hear that sound, you know it's time for someone to get arrested.
Or Goofy just fell down a chasm again.
Yeah, or something dumb.
Is it not the
happened.
wee woos? When you hear the wee woos, somebody get arrested.
Wee woo, wee woo.
It doesn't wee woo here. That
Oh,
must be in just Ireland.
That's on the peninsula.
We don't wee woo, son.
Yeah, fella, we don't daggum wee woo here.
I don't have the wee woo.
What are you talking about? You take your wee woo, and I'll tell you what to do with it.
You can wee and you can woo.
Yeah, no.
Tell you what.
Taking on out of here. All right. 2 men reportedly trespassed onto a fish farm property in DeSoto County and attempted to steal a rare fish being raised there. DeSoto County Sheriff's Office deputy conducted a security check at the fish farm property around midnight on January 13th. When the deputy arrived, he observed a vehicle trespassing on the property and multiple fishing rods, lures, a fishing net, and other fishing gear in the vehicle. Yeah, but wait, just wait. So these guys snuck into a fish farm.
Yes.
To catch fish. That's kind of, that's.
You do what everybody else does.
Yeah,
you go to the river that they release the fish the day after.
But how lame is it going to a fish farm? It's like, okay, anyway. At night,
okay, go ahead.
The deputy recalled hearing what sounded like air bubbles and located a gray plastic tote with what appeared to be a small battery-powered air pump over the fence line.
Mm-hmm.
The officer opened the box containing an approximately 28-inch arapaima or arapaima. Anyway, it's an exotic Amazon fish.
Amapaia?
Well, we're just going. I'm gonna go with arapaima. According to the report, a fish that size goes for $1,000.
What?
It's a rare fish. Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission confirmed that arapaima are not native to Florida and are regulated as a conditional species. Florida. So these guys went in with fishing rods and lures and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. I don't know why you need a lure. And I don't know. Yeah, at a fish farm, going after $1,000 fish. Yeah. Let's see. The deputy located 2 men on the property wearing water boots and carrying fishing poles. The men were, it's water boots. That's how you got to say it.
Water boots.
Water boots. The deputy located, The men were later identified as Alex Jr. Figueredo. My bad. Sorry, Alex.
You call me Alex Figueredo.
And Caleb Lee Harmon Figueredo told the deputy that he is a part of a Facebook fishing page with others who give information regarding cool fishing spots. I don't know how to cool fishing spots.
That's a really good fishing spot,
Guaranteed there's fish there. Any time of day or night.
Signs they walk past.
I can just imagine the guy that told him to go there. Hey, you boys want to catch some fish? Go down the river about 10 feet. There's going to be a little pond. It's going to have a little bit of a fence around it. Don't mind that fence. There's going to be no trespassing. Don't pay no heed. Just throw your lure in. I guarantee in about 2 seconds you're going to have fish. Hey, what?
If I ever met a guy who talked like that, I'd be scared. He said he was forwarded this information by a friend on the Facebook page. Figueredo explained to the deputy that he caught the arapaima at the greenhouse and placed it in the tote. He said he did not want to keep the fish, eat it, or sell it. He just wanted to take a picture with it. But not at the farm, so no one would know where he got it. So it would look cool. So he wanted to take the $1,000 fish somewhere else, take a picture with it so it would look cool. When asked if the greenhouse had a door and if it was locked, he said yes, and advised that he had to undo a hook to open the door to cast and catch the fish.
That is a really good looking fish.
The arapaima.
Arapaima. Pamina.
Neither one of us are going to say it right. Figueredo said he was sorry and that if the owner considered not pressing charges, he would pay for the fish and provide more information regarding other people who have come out the fish. So my dude got caught and straight up ready to narc.
Just snitching on everybody.
It's like, listen, If you let me go, I'm gonna tell you all these other people been
Hey, no
sneaking in
honor
here.
amongst these honor amongst these fish.
Yeah,
Honor
thieves.
amongst fish.
He told the deputy he had information about one of his friends who had been there 2 days prior with 5 other boys and caught 16 error payment. That's a lot of money.
That's $16,000
Yeah,
right there.
and that they had taken pictures with them and posted them on Instagram. He added that the boys spent all day fishing at the farm, but he wasn't sure if they only took pictures or took the fish. Harmon told the deputy he came fishing with Figueredo, that he had jumped the fence and opened one of the greenhouses. So he came with his friend. The other guy caught a fish, but the one wasn't a very good fisherman. He couldn't catch a fish inside of a fish pond, and that's why they got caught.
That's funny right there.
So the owner said, no, we're pressing charges. Even though my dude was ready to narc on everybody, probably still did. So it's trespass designated commercial agricultural part. So burglary of structure unoccupied and grand theft commercially farmed animal. So there's a grand theft commercially farmed animal.
That's a thing.
I kind of thought it was. I wasn't too sure, but you know.
So grand theft
These
fish,
boys are poaching my fish.
grand theft fish is a thing. So
Grand
I mean, it'd be
theft fish.
poaching.
Grand
I've
theft
heard
fish.
of poaching many times.
it's not poaching though.
Yeah.
It's-
Poaching would imply like out in the wild or something.
Yeah,
like
that's and I think you can only poach like on government property or something.
No,
like
you can
that.
do it.
Or you
do
can
it,
poach an endangered animals. These are not endangered; they're just rare in America,
No,
and
so
they're raising them to sell to make money. Apparently,
yeah, where I fish for trout on the Chattooga River, and there's certain times of the year and certain times of
you fish on Chattahoochee.
way down yonder on the Chattahoochee.
Poaching is the
100
illegal
miles.
act.
It's
of
hotter than a
capturing or
hoochie
killing
coochie.
wild animals for
Um,
plants.
But if I fish with the
You
wrong
poach a
bait
plant?
at the wrong side of the river, because there's sides. Look, I'm just holding my hands up. I don't know this one. It's
Excuse me,
considered poaching.
Mr. Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
You own the wrong side of the river, boy.
You need to go. Well, see, I don't mind because I fish with flies. I fly fish. So that's,
Okay, fly
that's-
fishing, that means you're walking out in the middle of the
Yes.
water. Okay.
And that's
But if you're on a boat, how far does the wrong side of the river, where does it start? Does it start in the middle?
Mitter.
Does it start in the middle?
Starts in the mitter.
Does it start in the middle? Or is
Well,
it more
see-
on that side? Or is it when you touch the bank?
It doesn't quite matter until you touch the butt, and then you're in the middle of the lake. I tell you what.
So if you touch the bank,
yeah.
then you're on the wrong side. But if
No.
you're in water, is it
Water.
like international waters? I
Yeah.
mean, it's not though, is it?
I don't think it's international.
That's not how that works.
when it's confined within the continent.
No, I think it depends on the bait you're
This
using.
creek
and-
like feeds international waters, so my creek is like an international creek, man.
It's like international adjacent, man.
So it's an international.
Hey, we
creek.
can gamble on
No,
the
you're
creek,
still
man.
going to
Yeah.
jail, sir.
My boat is like it's
Creek
a gambling
gambling.
boat. We're playing poker and stuff. All right, another big hour coming. We're going to talk Dragon Ball Daima, some Skeleton Crew, sports and games and all kinds of stuff. You listen to the Upstate Pulse right here, News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
How is that an hour already?
Time flies when you're having fun.
Does
So Odie,
yes, sir.
why would they do that with the fish thing? It
No,
just,
they stupid.
yeah, I just
Because they're too lazy to go catch fish.
and the, hey
They're
man,
too bad
hey
to
man,
go-
I know I did it. Well, my buddy was here yesterday and his friends. I can give you all their names, their addresses. I can give you everything. Just let me go. That's all I care about.
He said, like, stand
Or-
back. I'm about to sing like a canary.
Excuse me, officer. Could I take a picture with the fish first?
No.
Could I please?
Only if I can be in it too.
No international waters on a pier. Because you're on a pier, you're not in the water.
Yeah, you have to be out a certain distance to hit international waters.
You ever fished in international waters?
Yes. Yes, I
There's
have.
probably a lot of those around the peninsula.
You know, his head's really itchy today.
Really itchy.
It's also red. Look how red it is.
I'm warm.
You ain't been out in the sun.
You're like it's immortal.
Oh, I just now noticed his collar being up. Look at that.
Oh,
Listen, I'm just a sexual tyrannosaurus.
is it because of the little
I
arms?
know. Yeah, I was gonna say that just makes it. Why are you? Okay.
Just imagine a T-Rex like on a disco floor. They go like,
This is not the disco floor. What do you mean it's not the disco floor?
Why is the T-Rex German? Oh yes, hello. I'm here.
Because as soon as anybody goes near a disco, they turn into Germans. You rar. Yeah, listen to me, raw. Raw. Do you want to see my tail? It's very big.
All right, so the new season of the Upstate Pulse starts next week.
New season.
Yes,
Okay.
because that's when football is completely over on
Oh,
Sunday.
okay.
It
Football.
does sound a little bit like Flula
Because
Borg.
there's football on right now. So next week there will not be because I think both games are on Sunday.
I don't know who that is. Who's
Flula.
Flula.
Oh, Flula, German comedian.
You know who it is.
Have you watched the Suicide Squad made by James Gunn?
Yeah.
He was the guy with the spear who died immediately at the beginning.
Oh yeah. I met him. He's kind of cool.
Wow. Where'd you meet him
Oh, I
at?
don't know him. Too. Oh yeah, I met him.
I don't know.
Just like with Adam Copeland. Oh yeah, I was on that show.
There's a
Oh,
difference between
he wrestled.
saying,
Oh, okay.
Saying I don't know him implies you never met him.
No. I
You
don't
can
know
meet
him
someone and
because
not know
I
him.
don't know
It's
who they are.
implied that you probably don't know many celebrities like personally. Maybe you do
Yeah,
because
we
of-
work with Odie every week. Do we know him? I don't know.
I don't think we do.
I don't know if we know him.
He's a mystery.
We still don't know what that flight was for.
mystery.
And we'll never
Why
know
did you
him.
fly from Dubai?
We'll never
Who's
know.
on the plane?
Until we find out Dubai, we'll never know.
What?
Exactly.
I'm gonna come in with my Columbo trench coat. We're gonna get to the
There
bottom
you go.
of this.
Just one more thing,
One
Odie.
more thing.
One more thing,
One more
Odie.
thing, sir.
Hold on. One more thing, Odie.
I don't know.
The accent.
It's
the
been a while
accent's
since I
not
saw
working.
Columbia. Yeah, it's a little too high, I think.
Just one more thing, Odie.
That says might be a little bit closer, but it sounds like a combination
No, his
of him and
voice is-
Kojak.
I don't care. You know what? That's my impression of him.
And Tom Brady's got a big head.
I want a jacuzzi boat.
A jacuzzi boat.
A jacuzzi boat.
You mean a boat with a jacuzzi on
It's
it?
a jacuzzi boat. You can get a boat when
Is
you
it
get
a boat
yourself
with just a jacuzzi
one
in it.
for the jacuzzi boats in Switzerland. It's a jacuzzi boat.
So a yacht.
I'm looking at it. It is the jacuzzi boat.
You're looking at a yacht.
No, it's a boat. It's a jacuzzi.
What are the dimensions
Come
of said
around
boat?
and look at it.
No, that's too much effort. What are the dimensions of said boat? You
In
can't look at it
relation
and
to
go,
the
hey,
jacuzzi.
that's a 10 by
19 foot by
10
10.
by 19.
19 foot by 7.
So what do you think the dimension? Where in the boat? On the boat?
In it, right in the middle of it.
It's in the middle.
Middle.
So
Why can't we say middle today?
where does one steer from? The back.
Looks like the back of it. Looks like
Okay.
it's got a tiller on the hull, on the stern,
Oh,
front
okay.
bow, back stern,
Okay.
You're throwing all these nautical terms at us.
front bow, back stern. Nautical.
How would it be powered?
Where's
It
the
looks
starboard?
like a steam engine.
Is it like a paddle boat?
Uh-huh.
Steamboat Odie.
No,
Everybody
it's a
on the
jacuzzi
stream,
floating on the boat
on the stream,
river.
go to jacuzzi floaty boaty.
Don't do that. Sounds like he's trying to get you to go somewhere he shouldn't go.
No, I'd say something completely different if I was doing that. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Na, 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 na. Some people say I have ADD. I say, oh, squirrel. Happy- Oh, man. That's okay, I did it.
We have. We talked about that a couple weeks ago when it came out. Chris,
Looks good.
does look good. Odie doesn't like it.
See what?
Yeah, but Odie doesn't like
It's
anything.
not
He
that
doesn't
Odie
like. He's like Mikey. I mean, he doesn't like anything.
It's not that I don't like it. It's just
You
that
know who
kind of-
Mikey is?
Yeah.
For reference, Mikey.
no.
We'll try Mikey. He doesn't like it, and then Mikey. If Mikey, he likes it. It's a life cereal thing. I don't think they make life cereal anymore.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's a commercial, but it transcended stuff like "Where's the Beef" did for a long time. It had a saying to
Did
it.
they ever find the beef?
They did. It was the beef's at Wendy's.
Ah,
Supposed to be good for you.
Can we try it? I'm not gonna try it.
You try it.
I'm not gonna try it. Let's get Mikey. Yeah. He won't need it. He ate everything. He likes it. Hey, Mikey.
When you bring life home,
When you bring life home, grab it.
back when all commercials had so much bass. You didn't think about that?
I didn't hear your voice.
Mike's on.
Welcome into hour number 2 of the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo here, along with Odie and Cameron. And Matthew is a little bit under the weather. Hopefully, he will be back next week. He is he is feeling better, just not well enough to make it here. So,
I think it's a gathering.
So a gathering of
secret-
wellness,
A secret gathering of wellness.
Nah, I don't think someone says I'm sick, I can't come in unless they're really sick.
I wonder, is he listening?
Because no one ever just calls in and they're not sick and like going to a sporting event or something. No one ever does that.
Who would?
Yeah, no one ever would ever say I can't make it today, boss. I got a frog in my throat.
I got the consumption, boss.
I got a fever and I don't want to give it to anybody else. Yeah, I don't think that no one would ever lie about being sick. It doesn't happen. It never happens.
Never. Did I do something?
I, as a somewhat manager, never get a call from someone saying, "Hey man, I'm sick. I won't make it in today." I never get that.
Well, I mean, I'm in last week, even though I shouldn't have.
I was never talking about you, and I just realized that. Oh yeah, you've done that. So
I've anytime I've called in sick or uncontrollably.
You've even showed up and left before.
Evacuating.
So why do you feel guilty?
Because I was here, even though I shouldn't have been here last week. Because there's only so much clenching a man can do.
Hey, you got to test your limits, and you did.
I did.
Yeah. Hopefully, you didn't find those limits.
No, I met it
like
home.
on your way home.
Met it home.
Because if you did, I mean, it's just you in the truck, and if it, you could roll your windows down.
Which is why we figured you drove the truck.
Yes,
drove the truck.
That's exactly why we just like. Yeah,
I didn't want to get the smart car dirty.
Yeah, you don't want to do that because it's hard to get. They're so little. Once that smell gets in there, you cannot.
They're so slow as well. So slow.
True, and if you're in a hurry to get home to get to the bathroom, you're not going to make it.
You put it into H and it just doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, what you said. And you don't want to stop at a rest stop because you just never know what you're going to get there. So.
Unless it's the one on 85 between here and Anderson, the big one, the lovely one.
Oh, you mean the popular spot?
No,
the popular spot.
Is there a popular spot?
It's popular.
It's a lovely spot.
It's a furry gathering place.
No, do the furries gather at Love's?
Of course.
Okay.
Because furries, like naughty girls, need love too.
Do naughty girls need love? Yes, they do.
That's what Samantha Fox said a long time ago.
Did she?
Yes, but I'm showing my age.
Samantha was very foxy.
She was all right. All right, so we
are just all right.
I'm so lost.
It's okay.
That's because you're a fetus.
You're a young one. Yeah, you probably shouldn't say that on the air. This hour we are going to just we are going to talk some wrestling. We're going to talk some video games.
Or wrestling or wrestling?
Nerd round table wrestling. Wrestling.
That's the one with.
We're in the South, dude. I mean, come on.
That's the one with the spandex.
There's spandex and everywhere.
Yeah,
people wear spandex coming to this job.
Well, what's the one that
you probably have spandex on underneath your jeans right now? Not judging. I mean, whatever you want to do.
I like to call them spanks.
Well, here's the thing. He has that luchador job that he does afterwards.
You know what?
If
there's anyone in this room who could be a luchador, it would be him.
What is a luchador?
You don't know what a luchador is?
No. He's pretending.
Yeah,
he is pretending.
How do you spell it?
Luchador.
D-O-O-R.
We could actually spell it D-O-O-R. What's wrong with you?
I'm not.
All right. So have you now looked up a luchador?
Yes.
And do you agree that you're the only one in this room who could possibly be a luchador?
I could neither confirm nor
yeah, exactly.
Any such.
For those of you who don't know what a luchador is, it's a wrestler from.
Listen, we like to call it lucha libre.
Mexico.
We like to call it lucha libre.
Yeah,
they typically wear masks.
Some people.
Yes, they do wear masks.
Lucha libre. I don't.
Yeah, and their masks have great histories, and they don't take those off. By the way, Penta debuted in WWE this week, and it was amazing. They did a really good job. Nacho Libre, yeah.
Whatever that pile driver was, he did the Chad Gable.
It wasn't a pile driver.
What was that?
Yeah, pile drivers are illegal unless you're Kevin Owens,
and
then you don't mind being banned.
Well, you're in full heel mode, so
that is true. If you would like to be a part of this show, I don't know why you would, but for some reason you wanted to be. Text line is 800-905-0989. We are also live on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitch at either 98.9 WRD or the Upstate Pulse. Can't find us at one, you can find us at the other. And you can't call because you're all drunk.
Yep.
And that's how that works. And you may say, why are you allowed on the air? Well,
I don't know.
because we're sponsored. That's why. That's why we're sponsored.
Who are we sponsored by?
Borderlands Comics and Games, 410 South Pleasantsburg Drive, open 7 days a week. Listen, go in there and say, hey, I heard about it on the Upstate Pulse. I am here to buy some vintage video games. I am here to buy some D&D merch like dice and figures and books. I am here to buy comic books, obviously. I'm here to buy manga or manga, depending on if you're Matthew. I am here to buy those the plushie things. I think they're just called plushies. I'm here to buy plushies. I'm here to buy statues. I'm here to buy SC Comic Con tickets, which are not on sale yet.
They will be.
But which is why I didn't mention it.
But I'm preempting
I don't believe they're on sale yet, but they will be soon. Stay tuned. And you will find out when that is. And before and as it gets closer, we hope to have Rob Young back on the show and discussing all the things it's going to be. Every year that thing gets bigger and better. And the guests this year are it's a weird collection.
It is.
I
That's
mean,
cool.
Last year there were a bunch of voice actors. So I mean it's like you could see, but this year it's like a little bit of something for everybody.
Yes. By the way.
And I do believe it would seem that each year the guests get a little bit bigger. They do. And
whereas last year we had Jim Lee.
Right. I'm not just talking. I'm talking on the other side. As far as comic book, the writers and illustrators and all that kind of stuff, they always have big names.
Yeah.
But as far as celebrity guests,
it's getting bigger.
It is getting bigger. Just like it gets bigger every year. Before you know it, it's going to be the biggest one around.
I've got a really important
in the East Coast.
A really, really important question to ask. This is my life will not be complete until I ask this question of both of you.
Oh no.
What are we dressing up as for a Comic-Con this year?
I have never done it.
We need to do it.
I gave my suggestion.
Yeah, we didn't do it last year because I was depressed.
I gave my suggestion is to go as Spaceballs, and I still think we could do it.
All right, let's do it.
I think we could do it. If we could just get him a Darth helmet. I mean, it would be perfect.
Yeah.
Come on, you know it would be perfect.
I know it would be. But
and then we're going to fight on who's Barf.
Barf.
Yeah. Who gets to be Barf?
I mean, I think I know who's Barf, but
who's going to be Barf?
I want to be Barf.
Be Barf then.
Why do you want to be Barf?
Because he was taller.
Was tall.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Odie's going to be Lone Star?
I don't know. No, you could be Lone Star. I don't know.
Lone Star. Oh, I listen. I will dress up as a female robot.
Odie could be Joan Rivers, exactly.
I will be Joan Rivers.
Without a doubt.
I will paint myself gold and get a bob haircut.
All right.
Well, who has to be Colonel Sanders is the question.
Well, Colonel Sanders. No, here's what you do: you dress up as Spaceballs, and you bring someone dressed up as Colonel Sanders from KFC.
There you go.
Because that's just perfect. I mean, I
got the wrong one.
Yeah, I mean that's perfect. Chris on the stream says squatches. A herd of squatches.
Herd of squatches.
Yeah, we might get shot if we go.
What do you call a herd of squatches?
Look like that regardless.
What do you call a herd of squatches?
I don't know.
Let's see. If there was only somewhere I could find out.
Yes.
Free pelts.
Wow.
Collective.
Interdimensional.
Name
an interdimensional squad. That's what you call
a council of squatches.
Ooh, the council of squatches will now convene.
By the way, I figured out what Odie's luchador name is.
El
Verde Duende.
I don't know what that means.
El Verde Duende.
I don't know if you should say it before you find out what it means.
What's it mean?
You have to look it up.
Really, we need to know.
The Green Leprechaun.
There you go. El Verde. Whatever he said.
El Verde Duende.
Ooh.
El Verde Duende. A group of...
Mama Bev says they spotted Bigfoot in Newberry last month. Oh. It's that time of year.
What were you doing in Newberry?
No, it wasn't me.
Twice.
It was actually
Squatch.
a Squatch, a Bigfoot.
A group of Sasquatches or Bigfootses is called
Big Feets
family.
A family of Squatches.
Family of Bigfootses or Sasquatches.
A family of Squatches.
Whatever happens in predictability.
Wow. I don't know where we could get a bunch of squat. I still think I like the Spaceballs idea.
I do like the Spaceballs.
And I can't think of anything else we could. I mean, we could go as Musketeers. but I mean, people won't get that.
So here's a funny one.
I think people would get that.
It's not just
What?
that
Where
big
do we
feet.
get? Where do we get
Just
hats
need-
with plumes?
We just need hats with plumes and
I've got
tabards.
a hat with plumes.
Of
Yeah,
course you
that'd
do.
be easy.
Of course you
I
do.
have rapiers and daggers.
It's in that special room of yours.
Did you know that the Native Americans also saw Bigfoot because the Choctaw, who were Irish, yes, they are before you say anything.
I remember the story.
Yeah, they called it a champy, and the Chinook called it the shukum, and the Salish called it Sasquatch. That's where we get Sasquatch from, is from the Salish.
The what?
Salish people.
Spell that.
Salish. Salish.
Sounds like or Salish.
Salish.
I don't know.
Yeah. There you go then.
So if you guys have any ideas, we got a couple months. We've got time, and we know there are people in the area who actually design cosplay costumes.
Yeah.
And we talked about this forever, but we've never done it. We should do it. We should absolutely do it. We should
I'll do it.
cosplay as something.
Well, here's the other thing.
I
is-
know you'll do it. I will do it
Yeah.
but I need help because I'm not good.
Can we
at that
be
kind of stuff.
can we be the Spanish Inquisition? Because
Mm,
nobody expects it.
that is true.
Nobody ever expects the
We
But
just
would
start
they get
popping
it?
in through doors.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we are going to talk Dragon Ball Daima and Skeleton Crew. You listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas. It says Bigfoot sightings.
You know it's time. You know it's time.
What?
It's time.
What?
You're so close to getting lost.
Don't you try to correct me, boy.
Dad, I just want you to be right.
Your dadgum elder.
Is that how you
Oh,
spell
dear.
that, Mark?
When have I ever been
Do it!
one for authority?
Respect my authority.
Hey, who wouldn't want to be pushed around on a cart? I mean,
Getting pushed on a cart, just going, "Wah, wah," the entire
Pizza the Hut talk normal.
Yeah, but at the end,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, you got to eat yourself because that's how he died.
Oh,
Pizza the Hut.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
oh, yeah. Here's the problem: is I almost have a Star Wars.
What now? You want to go as Knight of the Roxbury? That would be easy to do.
I mean,
It would- I mean, how's that work for?
we'd have to wear satin shirts.
I'd have to just pull down a sail and make my shirt out of a sail.
I think we need to go as the Spanish Inquisition.
I don't think they'll get it.
They will.
I don't think they'll get it.
And if they
It
don't,
needs to be something Comic
nobody's
Con-ish.
going to expect it.
It's a stretch. Here's the thing: if people understand it, it'll go well. If they don't,
Yeah.
Listen, when dude was dressed as the Batman Pope, I got that, and he's there every year. When someone was dressed as the Goblin King, I got that. When someone was dressed as the Ox King, I got that. There have been groups of guys going around dressed as certain things.
If I dressed,
I got that.
If I dressed up as the dude from The Big Lebowski, would
No
people
one would get it. It would just be like you Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
because you typically abide on Saturday.
I abide. I abide. La na 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 na.
What if you go?
I'm gonna hear
Freeman
you.
out?
Hear you out. Hear me out.
Goes Freeman. DJs. Nope. Ain't none of us play music. Well, Odie did before. I don't.
Well,
Go as Freeman or Fireman? I don't know.
Fremen.
Freeman.
Fremen.
Oh
Dude.
yeah, from Dune. Yeah. No.
Fremen.
So
Not
what
good.
Chris is saying is he's going to pop out some sand and get us.
Guinness. Sand.
Get us, as in like he's going to pop out of the sand and ambush us, like Fremen.
Oh, I don't.
Come on.
Fremen. What are Fremen?
Well, obviously you fell asleep too quickly during the Dune movie to know.
Oh, they're the blue-eyed guys.
Yes.
I'm one of them anyway.
I would love to go as Broly, but he just let himself go a little bit.
Accurate.
I'm gonna go as old time Broly who just like forget it. I'm eating cheeseburgers.
Okay.
Oh no, it's a Broly Majin Buu hybrid. Except Majin Buu didn't eat Broly. Broly ate Majin Buu. It would work. It would definitely work.
That top text, I don't think they get our humor.
Yeah, it's also the person who's talking about the gun thing. It just
Oh, yeah, okay.
okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Like we all don't already know that.
Like the real one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're not going as
Yeah.
the real one. I mean, we're not going to go and take pork from people.
We could go as merry men.
Robin Hood, Merryman.
Yeah, we're just looking for Robin Hood. Hey, have you guys seen Robin? We're looking for Robin.
But we'd have to go, hey, hello, have you seen Robin?
And then anyone dressed as Robin from Batman. Robin!
Yeah.
just go up and
You could be John, you could be Friar Tuck, and I can be Maid Marian.
Why do I? No. That
why
went
don't you be Will
downhill.
Scarlet?
Because I want to be Maid Marian.
Will Scarlet's pretty wicked, man.
Okay, fine.
Why do
Because
you-
Little John was taller than Friar Tuck.
That's
Hey,
fair.
you could be Friar Tuckman though.
I'm going to do radio. You can do whatever you
Robin
want.
Hood Men in Tights.
Got my little.
Patents.
All right, we've been talking about South Carolina Comic Con, and every year we talk about dressing up. We never do it, and we've had some really good ideas during the break on the stream. If you were watching, you probably heard some of the stuff we're talking about. I think we should go. I like the Robin Hood idea. I think we go as merry men looking for Robin.
Sounds good.
Because we can't find Robin, just going around, and anytime we see anyone dressed up as Robin or Nightwing or just go
Any
Robin,
derivative.
Robin.
Yes.
Yes, I mean we could go up and do that, and just take pictures of anyone dressed up like that.
Yeah.
And just bump into people. Excuse me, have you seen Robin?
We're looking for Robin.
We're looking for Robin.
We're looking for Robin of the Hood.
Robin Loxley. Have you seen him?
You know, he's supposed to share with the poor, and he didn't. So we're looking for Robin.
Robs to the rich, gives to the poor. That's him. That's the one.
We-
That's
We us over here, we're the poor,
We are the poor.
we're merry poor.
and we're still poor because Robin didn't share with us.
Yeah, because Robin done a scarper.
He
He's
didn't
gone.
keep his promises. He did.
He doesn't keep promises. He keeps his money. Goes away. Runs away.
Ran
Said-
away with Maid Marian.
Turned around to us and said, "Oi, get lost." I mean,
All right, so again, I'd be okay with going as merrymen, and I could definitely pull off Little John, and I'll just get like a small piece of wood,
Yeah.
you know, like the piece that was left after they fly, the little thing.
Your little bow
Yeah,
stuff.
I can just walk around like that. I mean,
So like you were saying, is like, should I be Friar Tuck or Friar Tuckman?
you got to be Tuckman. I mean, which means
I gotta
but you'd have
brush
to
up.
get
I gotta brush up on my Mel Brooks.
yeah, you got to get your what is it, Yiddish or whatever, and you also got to get the curls thing.
Well, the other thing, I don't
And
know.
then you get to walk around with a Moyle, and Moyle, he's very popular.
Boy,
Look at this. You could probably make a Moyle. I think he made one of those in wood shop back in 7th grade.
Gesundheit.
With you. Well, that's the other thing I was thinking of. Viper Dave. Viper Dave said "achoo." in
Gesundheit.
English. Yes.
These are ideas that I mean, the stuff I'm coming up with is a lot cheaper than what other people are coming up with.
I kind of want to be the Black Knight now. Now that you're saying that, I mean, the Black Knight could be in Robin Hood's thing.
You can't go with the crowd, can you?
Why can't you?
I mean, why
Team,
not?
man,
Yeah, I
team.
mean, it's about
Because,
us,
and
not
here's
you.
the thing. Here's the thing. If you're dressed up as John Little, aka Little John, then you're going to have a cool outfit. You're going to be Friar Tuckley or Tuckman, so you're going to be cool looking. I'm going to be wearing tights.
We'll all
We'd
be
all
wearing
be wearing.
tights.
Well, no, I
Yeah.
wouldn't be wearing.
All right, me and you would be wearing tights,
Oh, okay.
and Matthew, if he would do it, he may already have some. I mean, you know, it's possible.
I imagine the most downtrodden look on his face.
Yes, it's just trailing us wherever we go.
I
and
can't
making me
believe
wear
you
tights.
guys convinced me to do
We'll
this.
be all there going, hello, have you seen Robin? Have you seen Robin? Hello. Matthew be the back.
3 merry men and
You
Matthew.
guys seen Robin?
Yes. I'm just seeing Robin.
I didn't see Robin.
Oh no. Matthew could go as the sheriff.
The Sheriff of Rottingham.
Yes. Why not? I mean, you know. Or he could go as Prince John and just put a gigantic mole.
Just
on
keep
his
moving
face.
it around
Yeah.
his face.
Yeah, I mean, these are things we could do. We could really pull these things off, and if we had some help, I mean, I don't want to just buy a little John costume. I want to make one.
Yeah.
I mean, and we could wear name tags if we had to.
Yeah.
In case people didn't know.
So I'm just going to be just a random merry man.
I told you could be Will Scarlet.
No, because nobody knows who Will Scarlet is. Not even Will Scarlet.
By the way, Will Scarlet was my favorite from the actual book.
What about All for One? One for Love.
What?
What are you talking
That
about?
times he went so.
Kevin Costner.
He's talking about the book, man.
Yeah, I just said the book.
There was no book. The book is a
Yes.
myth.
Yeah,
The first
and actually
rendition of Robin Hood was Kevin Costner, who was cool.
Kevin Costner, who had no English accent. I'm gonna go with Carrie Elwes.
Which was
And unlike
cool,
Kevin
because they
Costner,
made
he had
that
an
point
English
in
Yes, yes, I would, and who's American and did a wonderful. English
He did,
accent.
he did.
So I would rather go with Carrie Elwes, but none of us are Robin, so
No.
it wouldn't matter. We're
we'd
just
all be
gonna
looking for
Merry Men.
Robin.
Okay.
I don't get why you don't just. I mean, you could be the sheriff.
I could be the sheriff.
You like to be opposing to us, so
I could
yeah.
there you go, sheriff. I am the sheriff of Rottingham.
But it won't be as fun looking for Robin if you're the sheriff.
I'll tell you where you went in the wrong direction and try and get your taxes.
So everything we find, he has to be something different other than what we're trying to.
There is
figure
no
out.
team.
Yeah,
always just
it doesn't understand team. Is there no team in Ireland?
There is. but
Okay.
We hate each other.
All right. Well, fine.
We've had civil wars very recently.
All right. All right. Let's think of something else. I know. We'll go with My Hero Academia, and I'll be All Might.
I don't know what that is.
No, or I'll be Fat Gum. I don't care.
I think I would probably fit better as Fat
You want to be
Gum.
Fat Gum? I'll
But-
be All Might, and he can be Eraserhead.
Yeah. Could we go as vault people, vault dwellers?
Yeah, there've been vault.
We could
dwellers
be
there
vault
before.
dwellers.
I was about to ask you, could I be Deku or Bakugo? What's
Neither.
either?
Yeah, I mean,
We could
I don't
dress
have
up.
the
We
build
we
for
could
it.
dress up as Pokemon.
yeah, furries. That's what
That's
I
not-
mean.
no,
Yeah, that's
no,
basically if you
no.
dress up.
Basically, yeah.
If you dress up as a Pokemon, they're going to think you're dressing up as a furry.
Listen. Okay, well, then I'm going to dress up as Ash.
Catch them?
Yeah. Got to shave my beard. Got to catch them all.
You know, I think out
you
of,
look nothing like Ash Ketchum.
you know who would be an excellent Ash Ketchum?
But if you want to dress
Matthew-
like
Matthew
a
would.
little
Matthew would
boy,
be,
yeah,
yes.
I mean,
Matthew.
and he could rock the backpack. I mean,
Yes.
he'd be, yeah, it would work for him.
Okay, so we'll all dress as furries, and Matthew can catch us.
No.
It
No.
just got weird
let's,
again. didn't it?
let's not do that.
Why
Yeah.
must you take us down these roads?
I
I
know.
always do.
I know. Obviously, the best thing to do would be have enough money to get with the 501st, make our own armor, and go as a Mandalorian clan.
That would be what I'd want.
would be the best. That would be absolutely amazing.
Here's the problem with me though. I already have like half of a Sith costume.
How much?
You don't want to look.
It'll hurt, just like the piloting license.
Is Mando costume?
Yeah, but you're looking at the wrong thing. What they do, because we've had the 501st on the show before, is they measure you and you get to 3D print your own stuff. So you would make a piece at a time till you have the full outfit.
One piece at a time. Because if you buy it, it is $3,500 just for the costume without the accessorize.
Texter says you should do Robin Hood, but you need to do it as the Disney Robin Hood, which is my favorite Robin Hood.
No, because then we'll be woke.
Oodalali, golly, what a day.
Yeah, exactly.
12 o'clock and all's well.
Robin Hood and Little John riding to the fore.
Odie can be the snake.
No, I want to be Richard or John. Was it John? King John? King Richard? King John?
With the lion?
Yeah, rar.
Mommy.
Yeah.
I will suck my thumb. I don't mind.
Yeah. Oh, we know.
Suck.
Stop it.
All right, we're going to take a break.
Get out.
When we come back, we're going to hit the Nerd Roundtable. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas.
That was close. That was close.
You know what we could do?
Oh.
Well, since he wants to so much, we can go as We can go as Wizard of Oz, and he can be Dorothy because he just keeps wanting to dress up as the female.
We need to do what Viper Dave said.
No.
I get no kick from champagne. Ooh,
No, because people won't get it. This is Comic-Con. It's
Doesn't
not.
thrill
It's
me
not.
at all.
Yeah.
They would get it.
Let's do Thundercats.
Yes.
I want to be Lino.
Oh.
You get to be who's the old guy?
Odin.
No, I don't remember who's the old guy in
Sword of Odin.
Thundercats. I remember.
You're just saying things.
It was the sword of Odin.
I know.
We're not talking about the
Sword
sword.
of
I said you'll be. It's just yeah. You can be the old guy. I forget his name.
You're the old guy.
I just want to walk around yelling, "Ho!"
I know that's what you're supposed to do. Or we could go as Cobra from GI.
Still, with the last Comic-Con, Hacksaw Jim Duggan was there, and I thought about going and buying the
Jaga.
There we go.
Jaga.
I wanted to go buy the Lion-O sword, go give it to him so he can yell "ho," just because that's one of his catchphrases.
Yes.
Hacksaw Jim.
Ho!
Yeah, and if he did that, that would have been amazing.
I feel like life would have been complete if that happened.
But I didn't have the guts to do it. I should have did it. It was a great idea. It was an awesome idea. I have those on occasion.
Why didn't you do it? Dad?
I don't know because I didn't want to buy the sword. I think.
You already have the sword.
No, we were at Comic-Con when I had the idea, and he was there.
True.
And they had the toy swords that I could have bought one.
Why
Why?
am I supposed to be the female?
Because you've already,
You've done this to yourself.
yeah,
several
you
times.
like two or three ideas. You wanted to be the girl.
You do. And that, I don't mind.
Is there anything else you'd like to discuss with us, Odie?
You're coming back with roundtable, right?
Oh,
See what I just did there was a team thing.
thanks, buddy.
Team.
Yes,
There ain't no I in team, but there is an ME.
we could go as the dead football team from Beetlejuice. Oh, I needed shoulder pads and
Broken shoulder pads, broken
tore
helmets.
up stuff
Yeah.
and just dress as zombies.
Too soon, man.
I don't think we made it, Coach.
I'm not your coach. He survived. What were we talking about in that hour?
It's a good question.
What hour?
Segment.
Drag hour with Odie the Fabulous.
That's the thing with nightmares.
We might be living it right now. I don't know.
You know, there's photographs on the internet. Just gonna say that. Ain't gonna say anymore.
Of course there is.
I thought he just said, "Look at this photograph."
Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. Can't remember. And what the heck is on Odie's face?
That's head.
Well, I've changed it.
I guess face is part of your
Your
head.
face or what was on it?
Dirt.
Dirt. Yeah.
Yeah, this is dirt.
No, you can't.
I don't know.
Yes, it got
Justice
really
League.
quiet because. See, here's the thing, and this happens every year. I have all these ideas,
And then we don't
and we
do
have
it.
enough time now because it's not until April that we can really work on this, and we cannot figure it out because of Odie. Same thing happened last year. It's all Odie's fault.
How is it my fault?
Have a bunch of ideas, and you always want to go away from it.
Yes. I didn't see that Dave said drag hour with Odie the Fabulous.
Oh my God. We were talking.
All right, welcome into the roundtable. A lot of stuff to squeeze in here that we were supposed to be talking about, but we got on the Comic-Con thing, which is fine. I mean, because we're still arguing about what we should be, which means we'll just go as ourselves. It just happens every year. We could go as something else, but we go as ourselves. We've got months to figure it out. But there's
Aren't we
division,
characters
derision,
enough?
all kinds of stuff, condensation, condemnation.
could
I don't
do?
know.
Consumption?
Do you know what we could do? Because
It's still not an
we're,
illness.
we're slightly, in pop culture. And some people would argue that we're definitely in pop culture. We could go as each other.
No. That's no.
I don't want to look like a hipster.
Yeah, that's very, very offensive.
Who looks like a hipster?
when people do that
You know who
because
looks like a hipster.
because we all have a perception of what we think we look like, and when someone else tries to dress like you, it hurts you.
I'm just gonna put on a Batman shirt and long hair.
Yeah, I've had that done to me, and it hurt my feelings. So no,
Okay.
because no,
That's usually a recipe for a bad time.
yeah, it's not. I don't want to dress like you. I don't want you dressing like me. I don't want to dress like Cameron. I don't want to dress like anybody other than marry men, so we can go looking for Robin. But you guys don't want to do it. And it was a good idea.
I never said I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, no. Well, I can't. Which marry? We can just be married men. There are married men.
We could be the nameless
They're
married men.
unnamed married men.
Yeah, but I don't want to be unnamed.
And you can.
Maybe
Why can't you be
unnamed together?
You could be unnamed married man number 1.
No,
I'll be unnamed married man number 4. I don't have a problem with it.
I'll go with unnamed married man number 27.
So you're saying I have a name? Do I? Do I?
Exactly.
Okay.
Chill out, Rockwell. Chill out.
I like Sam Rockwell. He's fun.
Dude, come on. All right. We had mentioned that we were going to talk about Dragon Ball Daima. And the English dub 2 have come out so far. I really like this. It's very nostalgic. And if you've seen the trailer, you know what happens. They end up being kids again. And it's pretty good. I'm not going to go into detail about how that happens. Obviously, it's a Dragon Ball wish. But I'm not going to tell you who makes the Dragon Ball wish. It's good to see present day animation with characters and we've never seen them all be young before.
Yes.
We've seen Goku grow up. We saw Gohan grow
It's
up.
weird seeing
But
Piccolo as a kid.
Seeing Hercule Satan as a kid
Yes.
is very and the best one, Master Roshi as a kid.
Yeah, it's just like, who are you? Oh, you don't recognize me?
And Master Roshi is ready to do some bad things. And now he's no
Just
longer an old
immediately.
man. And it's just, yeah, I don't know where they're going to go with that, but they could go some very bad places.
Honestly, like, this is a small moment, but one of my favorite moments was when Hercule walked up to Piccolo and Vegeta was like, well, don't worry, guys. I'm here to save the day. Vegeta just goes, who are you?
And in the trailer, I spotted him right away. It was like,
Yes.
that is Hercule right there. And
Did
once
he have a
again,
mustache?
Yamcha, no, he didn't have a mustache. Yamcha gets ignored. I mean, he was there. He got turned to a
He
kid,
was there for
and
one
you
frame.
never see him again.
That's enough of Yamcha.
Or Yamcha. That was just enough that we know he was there. And Boo was really young running across the camera.
The most dangerous toddler.
The final episode of Skeleton Crew has aired, and overall, I really like the series. I think Disney, as far as Star Wars, has redeemed itself. I mean, it wasn't too hard after Acolyte.
No.
It wasn't too hard, but it could have been another Boba Fett, and it was not.
True.
What was the one that was on recently what was the one with the green chick in it?
Ahsoka.
Yeah, that was all right.
Yeah, but that wasn't recently. That's
That's
been
a
a
while
few
ago.
years.
Has
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, it has. They're starting to work on season 2 now. I've got to say that I really enjoyed it. The ending, when you waited to see what, did we talk about this last week? I feel like we did, but maybe we didn't. The ending,
Sorry.
where you kept thinking that maybe he was a Jedi and things like that. You find out he was not a Jedi.
Well, he started to become a Padawan.
He started to, and then
Actually, I missed that bit as well. when I fell
yeah,
asleep.
he fell asleep.
It's because you're old. But
Not old.
Some of these characters are supposed to show up in the Grogu movie. Oh, Mandalorian. Grogu
When is that
movie.
coming out?
They're done shooting it. So I don't know. But movies like that, even though they have the one thing, what's it called? The effects thing where they're doing it inside the even though they have
the
that
volume.
Yeah, even though they're filming inside the volume,
2026.
they still have to they have to add all the effects and all that stuff in the editing.
The
and
thing
things.
is, have you seen how it moves with the camera?
The volume, yeah.
Yeah, that is really
Yeah,
Because it renders all of the environment and stuff out.
Yeah. But it pulls whatever the camera is looking at. So you have the background, and then you have the superimposed background that the camera is just focusing on.
Yep.
And the fact it moves with the camera, that is really cool.
All right, so on stream, Chris says we should go as the Justice League. Here's the thing: who would we go as? I guess I go as Solomon Grundy.
I was gonna say Aquaman, but like we're talking like Justice League Unlimited Aquaman. You can pull that off. Get yourself a hook.
Yeah, I could get a hook. I could do that. But it would be more.
Odie would be Booster Gold.
What?
I'm
Wait,
going to Green Lantern.
yeah, I don't think
Thank
there
you,
would be
Green
an
Lantern.
Irish Green Lantern. I don't know.
I know. How would it work?
I don't know.
I know, an Irish person.
Green, not really.
No, he
not
should
really
go as
color.
Guy Gardner.
Yeah, you could
He
do
is.
You could do
He
the.
is Guy
You
Gardner.
could do that bowl haircut thing. Yeah, you could do that, right?
You're gonna hate me.
I could do that.
Yeah. See, you could do
And
that.
also, let's face it, I'd be Booster Gold. But
I mean, you
You.
don't know what Booster Gold looks like. Okay,
Oh.
that's fine. That's fine.
not Buster Gold, Booster Gold.
Booster.
Oh yes, the Booster Gold.
I can let my beard go a
How
little
could you
bit.
be
Put the
Booster
hair down.
Gold?
I
You
could
don't-
I
you
could
don't
probably
have that cheesy grin.
I was more making fun of myself than anything else.
Oh, okay.
But
I can pull off Aquaman. I probably could.
I don't know. What are their like?
It's illegal.
Actually, you know what? I just go as Constantine.
I know what Aquaman
Just
looks
give
like.
myself a brown trench coat and just. I
Listen,
don't
the
know.
last time you wore a trench coat, but you could just put the tattoos on your.
He doesn't.
That's Momoa.
Yeah, that's just a version of Aquaman. That's not he said Aquaman from Justice League Unlimited, not that guy. That guy Justice League Unlimited did not have tattoos, but he did have to cut his own hand off. And so he had a hook,
hand?
but it was more like a spear type thing.
Spear hook.
I forget what it's called.
Harpoon.
Harpoon. That's it. Yeah, harpoon. And a harpoon has a hand. I could do that for sure.
Okay.
Because it wouldn't be too hard. And then I just walk around with a fish and talk to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or I could dress up as a fish and you could
You
talk
want
to me.
You could dress up as a fish.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I could dress up as a fish. And talk to
Okay.
you.
All right. What kind of fish would you dress up as?
A pike.
What about I don't remember the name of the one.
What about a tuna?
Tuna.
You could be a tuna.
You know the difference between a fish and a piano?
Yes, I do.
Good, because if I was going fishing and you were trying to catch pianos.
You could tuna a piano, but you can't tuna fish. Yes, I got.
Do I hit him now or
That's
later?
just like, okay.
Hey, do you know the difference between a rhinoceros and a zippo?
Waka, waka, waka.
Oh, seriously, do you?
We should go as the Muppets.
A
He gets
rhinoceros,
to be Fozzie.
a rhinoceros is a big animal, and a zippo is a little lighter.
Watch Skeleton Crew if you have a chance. Big news in the wrestling world: WWE and TNA have reached an agreement where wrestlers from TNA can be on WWE pay-per-views or PLEs now, and vice versa. Including there's a big one tomorrow night, which is TNA Genesis, which we were going to do. We were going to pick those for Nerf Wall, but Matthew's not here, so we cannot do that.
You know, the one thing about like telling good jokes is all about like the timing and what happens when you do the timing.
So I'm curious if this happens in Ireland. Costco, they have Costco's in Ireland?
No, we don't.
We had Costco. We had a Costco membership a long time ago, and it's fine.
I was
But
thinking about
but
getting
we don't buy things in volume, and the traffic there is always. And there are some people who treat it very cultic like, and it's just a store, people. It's just a store, and I'm glad you feel like, well, look, I have membership. Yeah, well, anyone can get that membership. I mean, it's not like it's that hard.
$50 there.
But Costco made a mistake,
Mm.
and they were selling Pokemon cards. The Pokemon cards at the center of this are 151 Blooming Water Premium Collection. This is why I wish Matthew was here, because he would know what that is, which is going for $120 to $150 online. Costco was selling the cards for under $60. Well, they put them out on the floor, and a melee, a fracas, a Donnybrook,
fracas.
Occurred. You can look it up.
A hootenanny.
And there was that's a hootenanny's fun. That's not. No.
What?
A hootenanny's it's a
You
dance.
never-
There's dancing at a hootenanny.
Look, fighting and dancing are very close together.
They can be if you're good at it. They
That's right, baby.
So this guy does a nice elbow to another dude as he's trying to take the Pokemon cards away from him to the head. Didn't phase him. My dude's like, no, I want them cards.
It was a proper throw.
It was
Oh,
not,
no, there's video.
no, Dad. It was not very effective.
It was not. Well, it was because there wasn't he didn't have proper a proper stance.
He used elbow
whilst
drop.
doing it.
It was not effective.
No, he did not do an elbow drop. He did this. He did a back elbow,
Ah.
a spinning back elbow without the spin. If you don't spin doing your back elbow, you're getting half the torque.
Yes.
So you're not really getting a whole lot into it.
You need to throw your body into that.
Unless of course you're swole. If you're swole, you don't need to spin because you already got the power and you get the weight in your biceps and all that kind
Do
of
they
stuff.
also have to touch?
Possibly. So a fight broke out. Have you ever wanted something so bad that you wanted to fight over it, especially Pokemon cards?
Not especially, no.
Oh, he's just eating the dirt. He's good night and thanks. I'm just watching the video.
Yeah, listen. I don't know if you're watching the right one because the one I watched, there wasn't any dirt eating. There was a nice elbow to the head, and the guy still had a hold of him.
He's gone down. No, this one. Oh, maybe it's a different one. Oh, it's TVs. Okay.
Yeah, you look at the wrong thing. Yeah, look at Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's not even Black Friday, and they were doing that. So hopefully Costco learned a lesson, or maybe they did it on purpose.
But here's the thing: if they're selling them now at a discounted price, that means the price of them cards will go down.
No,
because there'll be more of them in circulation.
No, there's not that many. That was the
Oh.
point. That's why they're fighting.
Oh, okay.
It's about the price, but it's more about the rarity and the chance to get that many because you may have some really good cards in there that'll be worth a lot of money.
Yeah, just if you circle them into the market, though. Well, yeah, okay.
They
okay.
don't circle them into the market. That's the
No.
point. So if there's a rare card, you don't know where it's going to be. It could be in that box of 500
Yeah.
or it could not be.
Okay.
There's also
So there's gambling to it. I mean, because you don't know if something's going to be in there or not.
Oh, okay.
Also, if you only have so much of a particular product, it still isn't going to affect the market.
It's like the golden ticket with Willy Wonka. There was only 5,
Why
right?
weren't there more fights breaking out in that movie? Well, there were.
There were.
Because it was chocolate.
Chocolate. Do you know I haven't eaten chocolate this year?
Good for
That's-
you.
that's
All right, it's
crazy.
time for us to take a break.
I just think that's crazy.
When we come
I
back,
like chocolate.
yeah, it is crazy. Chocolate's awesome. When we
Irish.
come back, we're going to hit the lightning round and squeeze in as many things as we possibly can in the last couple minutes of the show. You listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
Whenever you use it, they'll say whether it's super effective, whether it's effective.
So you went to a different level there, and I didn't go with
I
you.
thought you were there.
I didn't go with you. I mean, even back in the days of Tickle Me Elbow or the first,
tickle me elbow without skin on.
yes, it's weird. And the Buzz Lightyears and stuff when people were fighting back then, and they still do that now. There's nothing I want to fight someone over to get.
Nope.
No.
There'll be
No.
ladies fighting over cheap towels. Stop. I mean, you just want to fight. That's it. You go looking to scrap, and you found a reason to scrap.
They should just have like arenas or something. It's just like if you come out of the melee, okay, you get your.
Hey, I'd
title.
watch Old Lady Arena. I would definitely watch that. They put like a like some thing on sale in the middle of the arena, and they have 2 old ladies enter from doors and try to go at it. And yeah, I want to see that.
I don't see the point in it because
What kind of weapons would they put out there? Umbrellas,
Anything
canes.
Jackie Chan would use.
Oh, we have not, John. I haven't played that because I'm more of a single player guy. Cameron plays a lot of online multiplayer. I don't really play that
I
much.
know a lot of people will like it. From what I've seen from gameplay and stuff, it looks cool. From what I've heard about development and all that stuff and plans ahead, it sounds like they're doing a lot better than Overwatch has and a whole bunch of the other hero shooters have. So, also Jeff the Shark is apparently a menace.
I didn't put it in here. I can't believe I didn't put it in here. The guy got suspended for 100 years from that game.
Dude got what?
He got suspended for 100 years from playing that game.
What'd he do?
Was using something.
Oh, like cheating.
Yeah, for some auto aim thing on the computer.
Oh, an aimbot.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Aimbot.
Can't believe I didn't put it in there, but yeah, I was looking at it and was reading it. If you look it up, 100, just look up banned for 100 years and you'll see that.
Yeah. Well, John, I believe you. I've been playing other games with some of my.
It does look really good. I just, I use games to escape people, not to play with people. And I'm not really antisocial. I'm just not good at those games is really what it comes down to. The concept and all the artwork. I like the beefed up looking dudes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
definitely like the Fantastic Four's look.
Was it Venom? I think I saw.
Oh yeah, Venom's jacked in that.
Yeah, and Thor too. I think.
Well, they should be.
Yeah.
Say that second last word on the top text.
No.
Do it.
No. I don't know what that word is, and you ask me to say it means that maybe. Would you want me to do something that I don't do? Would you want me to curse?
It's not. That's not a curse.
What is it?
It's cheers or goodbye or thank you or.
You don't sound real certain.
Because it doesn't have a direct translation. When you clink glasses together, that's what you say.
No, you say salute.
No, we don't. Sounds very similar to that.
Because you're not a part of a family.
Different circle.
If you feel part of the family, you salute.
Hey,
that's what you do over here.
You know what you just do over here, over there, over here? You forget about it, all right?
You sound like a narc.
Oh, he does.
I ain't saying nothing. My lips are sealed, all right?
Some concrete shoes go very well.
You ain't gonna do no concrete shoes.
All right, W has spoken. That means we've got just a couple minutes to squeeze in as many stories as we can. John on stream was asking if we have played the new Marvel game, which we have not. It looks pretty cool, but I do have it on my list, and I didn't print the story out, but a dude has been banned for 100 years for cheating on the game. That's the other thing about playing those big multiplayer games is people always got to cheat. I mean, what sense of self do you have if you got to cheat at something like that?
It's
I
not.
mean,
It's people that don't have their own. They can't build themselves up, so they try to knock people down by using cheats.
Yep.
Yeah, but there's no knocking people down. I mean, yeah, I guess you're winning that.
It is because,
but it's more about them than it is.
They'll destroy the self-esteem of their
it's
opponents.
It's a narcissism. It's if you were playing and I was playing and Cameron was playing and I was using the cheat and you were doing really good
Yeah,
without me, then
if that was happening, Cameron would still win.
more than likely.
Yeah, because he's that good. I am not. I prefer to play games that are open world and really big. I'm not the only one. Elon Musk says, I do play video games as my one recreational activity to quiet my mind. Some days are real tough, so playing video games is my strange solace. It also is mine. Been going through a lot of pain lately when I'm building something on Starfield or Fallout 4, or if I'm exploring a new planet or something like that. I'm thinking about what I'm doing there. I'm immersed to the point that it makes me forget about my pain some, or forget about a particularly stressed day, because we do have those.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very hard. I mean, I'm on the air 6 days a week trying to be entertaining. And some days we get done, not on this show. We get done with this show, like, man, we killed it. But there are other times when I say some pretty dumb things on the air on every show. And so I will beat myself up about it and think, man, that was not good. Why did I do that? Why didn't I respond better? Why didn't I do this? And I'll go home and go, you know what? I'm just going to jump on this game. I'm going to play this. And I forget about all that stuff for a while. And I think that's obviously Elon Musk, one of the smartest people in the world. And that's what he plays games for. He's very good at them too, by the way. And I seriously doubt he cheats. He would have the money to cheat if he wanted to, for sure.
He could just make a new game.
All right. The new Daredevil trailer is out. These guys, well, me and Cameron already watched it. Odie watched it. What did you think about the trailer? Odie doesn't like anything.
Odie likes a lot of
The
things.
trailer looks awesome. I love the interaction.
It's not entirely unpleasant.
Yes, I love the interaction.
I don't like
between
Daredevil.
Fisk and Daredevil. I love the idea that Fisk is going to be here in the upstate of South Carolina in April for South Carolina Comic-Con. Probably not going to wear the white suit, but if he did, that would be
Oh,
awesome.
God, I would hope so.
See, here's the thing. right? You're saying that I don't like it and I don't like anything.
You said, eh.
Yeah, and the thing is
But
that
you
if
say
I-
that for, you've never went, oh my gosh, I've got to see this.
Yes, I have, but I can't talk about it. If I go, nah, and then I go see it, I'm going in with zero expectations. And if I watch it, it's like when the second Avatar came out, I was like, eh. And then I went to see it, I was like, that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, I've never seen Avatar. Doesn't really interest me that much.
Well, I like blue things.
As I've been told, it's Fern Gully. And Fern Gully was good and had Robin Williams
You
in it.
just ruined it for me now.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
And Fern Gully had Robin Williams in it.
It did.
For sure. Also, new trailer for Until Dawn, which is based on a video game. Cameron says it's not exactly like the video game, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting premise, but I don't think it's connected at all to Until Dawn.
Why?
'Cause basically all it was is like
You've got to survive till dawn.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
But
these
there
people
was-
keep dying, and I like it as someone who has always been into horror to a degree and can't really watch it anymore because my wife doesn't like it, so I have to watch horror by myself.
it's one of those things of like you have a cool idea, but why do you have to attach it to an existing thing that doesn't really quite apply to it?
Because it was made as a hangover film, like not the Hangover. It's when you're hungover or when your brain just doesn't want to work and you watch
Still
it.
doesn't explain why you want to attach.
By the
it
way,
to
I didn't
it.
research this. I wish I had, but it's probably from the makers of the game.
Yeah.
And if it's from the makers of the game,
I'm not
then
so
it's
sure.
okay. Well,
Bethesda, whatever.
I like it. Yeah, I might actually go see
I'm
this
not
movie.
saying it looks bad. I'm just that's my point. I mean, the point is just like
You're just too
Why
much of a
use-
purist, man.
for a
All
game
right.
I've never played, but I've only seen.
Switch.
You've never played it?
No, I'm
Get,
not.
get out of the ring.
Yeah,
Get
I know.
out of the ring.
Switch
This isn't a
2.
ring.
Switch 2 has just debuted or been revealed. So you got the Switch 2, you got the PS5 or the VR or a new VR headset. I don't have any of these. What should be my next console? I mean, I know a VR headset's not a console, but it is. It's a gaming
It
system.
kind of is. Now.
It's a gaming system.
Have you ever?
It is
5 or 6 times just this week.
Okay. And have you ever tried VR?
Yes.
Did you like it?
Yes. I have PSVR for PS4 at home. Problem is the headset is too heavy and my head is too
Yeah.
daggone big. And so I was looking up trying to find the lighter. They actually have some lighter headsets, even some that just basically just look like something from Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Those are a little more expensive, but I don't know what I'm leaning towards. What should I get?
Well, I mean, how many exclusives on like PS5 or Switch would you even want to play?
There's nothing for either one of those.
Yeah.
But with
The
the
more-
with the VR, you can get a workout depending on what you're doing, things like that. I haven't been able to do it because I get headaches and it's just too hot for me to wear my PS4 headset.
If you get the new is it a new PS5 or PS5?
Yes.
Have you got it?
No. I just said all that. I
Okay.
just said it would-
So are they fully backwards compatible?
usually they are.
Okay.
But
Xbox more so than
yeah,
than
but
PlayStation.
PlayStation, I haven't felt the need to get a new one yet. But VR headset, I kind of want to get it. All right, Captain America comes out in a couple weeks, and the new popcorn buckets. There's 2 of them. One of them is the shield. You turn the shield over, and the bucket's on top of it.
Nice.
It looks really cool. And the other one is a bust of Red Hulk.
Do you have to put the popcorn in his mouth like Venom?
It's kind of like Venom. I think it's back of his head though.
Oh,
All right. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Sorry we didn't get to everything on my list, but that's fine. It's usually how it goes. Thanks to everyone on the stream. Thanks for everyone on the text line. We will be back next week. Make sure you have a good and safe and fun weekend. We'll see you next week on the Upstate Pulse on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas.
Some people do get motion sick, Trey. I never have.
I got
heights still do bother me in that.
I got motion sick one time with my PSVR helmet, but it got stuck. It glitched and it threw me into the sky, then threw me into the ground, threw me in the sky, threw me into the ground.
Yeah.
I started getting nauseous. I couldn't make my hands take the headset off. And finally I was able to do it. And I walked out. My wife was like, "Are you okay?" I said, "No, I am not okay."
I went to the sky. I went to the ground again.
Thanks, Mark. Yeah,
I-
it was,
They're fun. They are fun.
Yes.
yeah.
I got VR
The
over my
first
house.
time that I put the VR headset on and played Skyrim
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and I could touch the dragon as it flew over.
I liked the experiments we did with the various people we had.
Including the son-in-law. Yes, that was hilarious.
I played.
And my wife, because I knew the wolves are there every single time.
Yes.
You know where the wolves are if you
They're
play
there.
Skyrim. when you first come out of the cave. The wolves are right there. Knew it was coming. Even waiting. Oh.
I love. You know, when you have someone with a VR headset and you're watching what they're seeing, like you're watching it on the screen and you're watching their reaction as well.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
So it's.
I need to let you guys play Blade Sorcery.
They're
That's a fun
working
game.
towards being able to smell things,
wow.
being able to eventually. I mean, there are already some out there where you can actually walk. I mean, they hook a treadmill up to it. I want that to become standard and cheap enough to do it, because then you're playing an open world game and you're actually walking through an open world.
Yeah.
So you're getting exercise from doing that. Already, if there are exercise programs, and if you're playing something where like you're swinging a lightsaber or something, you're getting exercise.
Yep.
So you know the ones, the really expensive ones. And the only reason I used one of them is because I was in a flight simulator. Flight simulator. Yeah, and you know
Is
the
it
way
either or?
you can calibrate where your hands
Fight
are.
or flight.
Fight or flight. You can calibrate where your hands are, so you can calibrate
Somebody got it.
where you use the controls, like the
Yeah.
different controls, like the throttle and the yoke and everything like that. Whatever one I was using, they weren't calibrated perfectly. Like I had the gloves on,
Yeah.
and I was doing whatever, but I was flying for like 4 hours in this thing. This was fantastic, and you could actually build out. It was in a proper sim, so you could build out.
I
It
was
was
reading
great.
trade that
here's
the
the thing.
shield is
There
actually at
is
Regal
a
also.
game called
No,
Star-
wait,
Oh, you're not done?
no.
Okay, keep going.
So when I was using it, because it wasn't calibrated right, when I finished using it, so I was 4 hours in it, and I took off the headset, and I was in a simulator, so I was in the cockpit
Yeah.
that had all the bits on it. And when I took it off, because it wasn't calibrated right, I was missing things. I was grabbing for things, and I was missing them because they weren't calibrated correctly.
and then you aren't
I
calibrated.
was,
very well.
but yeah, I was about 20 minutes trying to get right from it. It was great.
I mean, it takes.
I also have a gun peripheral that we got,
Yeah.
where you can play games in VR, and there's a game called Farpoint, I think it is.
Well, Farpoint is good.
Yeah, and you can hold the gun up, you can see what gun you're using, and
Oh,
it
you can
really
look down and
it really gives a lot of realism to it. And
Oh yeah.
when you're for sure. And they make other games for that too. I think hunting games and stuff. And so it's made like a rifle. So you're holding it,
Oh,
you got a
okay,
couple
okay.
different buttons,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
can walk around. And so you have the feel of actually having the gun in your hand when you're playing the game, which is really, really cool.
That's
And
kinda
this
cool.
game, you get stranded on an alien planet, and the first thing you do, you have to go in an escape pod, and you're all like this. You can't help but feel like you got to do
You're
like
kind of
this.
compressed in, yeah.
And then you hit the ground, and it even has places where you go up on a cliff and you're walking and you can't help it because you're like, you think you're actually on a cliff, and you can feel yourself doing this, leaning towards the cliff so you don't fall off. And then this alien, the aliens have face huggers. So I walked around the corner on a cliff, and it comes right at you. And it's
Shoot
like,
your head back, yeah.
and I've also played a boxing game where I was playing in a room with a low ceiling, and I tried to go an overhand and just bloodied my knuckle
You
up.
ever clean that?
And, you know, that's
You were
flavor.
actually in a real room with a low. Okay.
yeah. And I was boxing this guy, and I would come over like this, and I caught the ceiling.
That's no bueno.
No,
So
it
no
hurt.
bueno.
So
Imagine-
one of the coolest experiences I
Your
had.
punch
was,
connected, by the way.
We're
I-
still on air, aren't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
sorry,
We're just
yeah.
talking to the audience. So I had the throttle, the pitch and yoke, and all that stuff. Set up for Star Wars Squadrons, and you can fly
Yes.
X-wings and TIE
Yeah.
fighters. and
Yeah,
all
I
that
don't want
stuff.
to talk about it.
Yeah, sorry, Dad.
I can't see over the dash. It
It
just
kept screwing up. It,
it
was
kept,
like
kept
there's
messing
an
up.
Ewok
And I
sitting
could
there.
not see over the dash, so I'm in a TIE fighter. I can't see over the dash.
I think
I'm in an X-wing. Okay, I'm doing this, trying to go. My camera's calibrated and everything, right? But I could not see over the dash.
That's
So I'm sitting there, I'm flying like I'm 4 foot tall, like I'm a Jawa or something, trying to fly these things that I cannot see. I was getting my butt handed to me everywhere because I could not see over the dash.
And I think one of the funniest moments I had in that game was I was wrecking shop all over the place.
Yeah.
And I was playing with my buddy, and he was getting tailed by one of the Corellian frigates. You know,
Yeah.
the one the ship that-
for the medical frigate.
Yeah, it was one TIE fighter getting chased by one of the frigates. So he's like, they're on my bleep. They're on my bleep. I was like, where are you at? I'm in the mine shafts. Help. So he does that. I'm in a bomber. So I go into the mine shaft,
That's a bomber, man.
and I'm like keeping level in between like the little bit of clearance I have between the top of the shaft and the ship itself. And I'm just dropping bombs all over the place on the ship. There's no place for it to shoot me. So after we get out of there, the thing gets blown into pieces. I come out of come out of the thing and start or just start messing things up a little bit more.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that was amazing.
But like them flight simulators, like I mean, I'm
pretty sure a Stoneman is really into flight simulators, and I think he also has it on VR on his computer.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I've played flight simulators a lot, and
Is that how you
set up-
learn how
I
to
think
fly
you
from
really
Dubai?
Well, I had to do a lot of simulation hours.
Okay. All right.
Not a really like I was in some of the bigger ones. You know, the ones where the whole simulator moves.
Mhm.
That's nearly as expensive as an hour in a normal aircraft, like because they're expensive to run.
Yeah.
But you can so you can either have a Boeing simulator or an Airbus simulator, and some of them have both of them.
Yeah.
And you can set them to fly if you really want to, and if it's the right people, you can set it to have a TIE fighter, or you can have an X-wing, or you can have and like the Millennium like I flew an X-wing, and it was really fast and really nimble, and you're flying around the place. And I flew the Millennium Falcon, and it was so like the resistance on the
It's a bigger ship.
it just puts it in as a 747.
That's awesome.
All right. We are going to leave because I need to go home and watch football. Say goodbye, Odie.
Goodbye, or actually, sláinte. See, it's not a bad word. I told you it's not a bad
Yeah,
word.
just because you say the word doesn't mean it's not a
I'm
bad
not going
word.
to say it on the thing.
There's a lot of other words you say that.
Yeah,
are
we've
bad
heard
that
you say those words.
Not on the thing.
Cameron, say goodbye.
Bye.
And if the texter can hear me, yes, I'm dressing up as a magic carp.
Magic carp.
Carp.
Goodbye.
See you
Goodbye.
later.
Goodbye.
Carp.